And we can say hello to the internet.
Hello.
Hello, internet.
Hey everyone, welcome to another session of Out of the Abyss. Let me know if there's any sound problems. I'll try to correct them. Yeah, it's great to be back. Great to be back in Gracklstug, the Duerga city of blades. What a magnificent place it is too. 10,000 people, not including the slaves who aren't people, of course, all crammed in together in a single underdark chamber held up by its own stalagmite columns that stretch from the ground to the ceiling. Many buildings are actually carved into these stalagmites. I'm not sure if that's I guess they're just called columns at that point. One of the only open areas is where we are, the Dark Lake district, which opens up onto the magnificent Dark Lake. Its water is impenetrable even with dark vision after about 15 or 20 feet. The docks here are well made and sturdy, and that's where we came in. We were advised somehow to seek out a particular inn called, I think, the Grulborn's Lair, which is a monster, a land shark, a boulet, for those of you who know the trivia. And so apparently we can get some accommodation there, but we haven't been here in this particular city very long. We have been here long enough, however, to notice how segregated it is. Here in the Dark Lake district, we are the foreigners. We make up about a quarter of the population, 3/4 of them are Duergar. So even here in the foreigner district, Duergars still outnumber us 3 or 4 to 1. But there are Drow and Sverfneblin and Quaggoths and a number of other races, mostly ones that relate to the Underdark, but a handful of surface dwellers as well, humans and Golk probably being about the most popular. Yeah, yet only making up a fragment of the population. If there's 10,000 people in Gracklstug, perhaps 500 of them are not Duergar. Not including the Darrow. Now, we haven't really seen much of the Darrow yet, but when we do see them, that'll be enough. So we might as well not worry about mentioning them because they have not really been noticed. But anyone who knows anything about Gracklstug will know that they're here somewhere. I will mention them since I'm on their topic at least briefly. Darrow are the Forgotten Dwarves. They went mad, whereas when two dwarf clans were kidnapped by the Illithid, the Duergar adapted and became a cruel and unfeeling people, but the Darrow went insane and have never been the same. There is a sizable population, or at least there is meant to be here in Gracklstug, but if so, it's not the Dark Lake district. That's the only place we've been. We've only been in a fraction of the Dark Lake district, and as so far, there's been little in the way of the supposedly insane to a fault dwarves. Okay, one place we have been to is the Blade Bazaar, and forgive me for the interaction last week. I may have rushed through sort of purchasing at the very end, almost as if to give you guys a break, so that you'd have a bit of a feeling of accomplishment, and so that we could start afresh this session. That was a mistake of mine. I apologise for that. So I'd like to essentially retcon that a little bit, at least, not in any major way. If you don't know how much you spent, that's totally fine. We'll just play through the scenario without actually changing the transaction at all. If you do know how much you spent, you may want to take that money back and roleplay the interaction. It may work in your favour, and it may not. So yeah. What's something that was bought? And let's get started.
So we've written it all down because we were taking money out of the, or most of it down because we took money out of the treasury first.
Good. So
So if
consider
we
it
just
then a
scroll.
shopping list rather than a the purchase is made in that case.
So where it was basically where where Zolk started with Poisoner's Kit, Waterskin, Light Crossbow, 2 bulk cases. String and
Alright.
Bell.
That'd be a short bow instead of a light crossbow.
From there is where it started.
Brilliant. So Zolk, you found the store that you're looking for. You've got an idea of what you should be paying. Perhaps there's even prices listed. Maybe it's that professional. But as you approach the merchant that you intend to buy these items from, he takes one look at you and spits on the ground and curses you in a racial epithet that only dwarves and gnomes will understand. But it relates something to basically being short and bad at mining.
What did you
So-
say to me?
You heard what I said. I said you're a Grukar. You and all of your kind, Grukars everywhere you go. You never find anything of value. You're just obsessed with magic. A waste of time. Well, you're wasting my time right now. You're wasting my time right now.
Does it look like I know magic?
Well, only because you are the least competent of your own kind. Now, what is it that you want to sell to me?
I wish to buy, not sell.
Oh, you wish to buy. Very well. You have come to the right place, my friend.
I'm not sure. Is this the place for Grukers?
Yes, if you are a Gruka, you can come here. I accept everybody. So please, come, and you can buy anything that you want.
Well, if I'm a Gruka, that must make you a shitka.
Oh, it is a very interesting sort of friend. Are you here to sell? Are you going to sell anything to me, Gruka?
No, just buy.
Oh, very good. You will see reasonable prices, excellent equipment. Please peruse my range of wares.
Yes. And I'll wave Dalgrim in. He's paying.
What do you intend to sell, you ugly thing? I can smell you from where you are. Why don't you take 6 steps backward?
Coin, if you take it.
You are selling coins, I do. Wait, does that mean that you are buying?
Aye.
Well, my friend, there is only the best quality can be found here in my stores.
I lean down to Zolk.
What's his problem?
I think he's just... I don't know. I think he's just like me. Sells everyone he sees.
Alright. I can deal with that. So we got a shopping list to pick up.
Oh, very well. We will sell you weapons here. You want short bows, crossbows?
You have
I
equipment
trade
as
in
well.
bows. You'll have to go over to him. And points across.
Alright, we'll get our weapons then, I guess.
Very good, very good. And so you pay them at the standard price as expected.
So Zolk wanted a bow.
A
instead of
short bow, yeah.
Okay, so I believe we had like 1,200, and then Sorn bought armor, right? And a shield,
Yeah, I got the armor, shield, and of course.
and that brought us down to like 1K or 980 or something like that. And then we started mathing it out. So we,
Oh yeah, I should also. I need on it for my other spell.
I think we bought a bunch of Dungeoneers kits as well.
Yeah, we bought like maybe one Dungeoneers and like the rest Explorers.
So what's the difference between light crossbow and light and
I think
regular?
a light crossbow is 75 gold. I think a short bow is 25 or 50.
I think
I'll
I
check.
think you'll find that 75 gold is the hand crossbow.
Oh, is it? Okay. I'll have a look at equipment until you.
Is there a price for paper?
There is actually.
Alright, cool. I only just thought of it. Might be a handy thing to have.
Light crossbows and short bows are the same price.
Well, there you go. What are they? 25?
25 GP.
So I will not change anything from the inventory, I guess. I might, because we need to like reverse engineer if we're changing anything that we're buying.
I don't think we're changing anything.
I think we should only worry about it if something actually changes.
Yeah.
Sounds right. Yeah.
I also
So-
would like to buy a pickaxe, a shovel, and a climbing kit.
Or what are the prices on those?
Okay.
You know?
Let me just quickly open up my good friend D&D Beyond. Pickaxe is
2 GP.
pick. Minus pick is 2 good places.
And
Man,
the
trouble.
others?
2 GP. And what else?
To pickaxe, shovel,
Climbing.
climbers kit. So 2, 2, and 25.
Cool.
I'd also like to buy 2 water skins. Full,
No.
if they fill them.
All right. Oh yeah, they can. Or
They pissing them for you.
they'll charge you double to fill them.
Okay, so what's that? 8 silver pieces all up then?
Alright. So the whole thing is basically going to add up to roughly 30 gold pieces, and that's what he quotes you. Very well. I can supply you with all of these things: shovel, pick, climbing kit, 2 water skins filled with water that is fresh and drinkable, all for 30 gold pieces.
Throw in another water skin for me, please.
Another water skin? Yes, that is fair. No worries. That'll be 45 gold pieces.
I feel like you rounded it up a little bit too far there.
What are you talking about? It is 25 gold pieces.
For a water skin?
Oh, for the package, 25 gold pieces for all of this.
25?
That's 35 is how much I have said all along. 35 gold pieces for this equipment that you have gotten for us here.
32 it is.
Of course. And he takes 30 gold pieces off you and gives you back 2 silver change.
Okay. So we get shovel, climbing. Okay, let me just add that in before I minus. 30 plus 2. Okay. Climber's kit. Shovel. Pick. And the second water skin. And we minus 30 gold and add 2 silver. This guy's insane. I love it. I'm really mad that my computer doesn't have a calculator app.
Doesn't? Can't you
You're
just
on
type in
Windows?
calc?
I'm on, yeah.
Google does.
Yeah, I'm using, I searched calc and I'm pretty sure it's using Google's calculator.
Your browser will also just calculate if you
Alright.
do it in your address bar.
Type it in the bar, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
say.
do. I stopped using calculators. I just use browsers now. I feel like I live in the future.
I like
because I
having the
use
extra
browsers.
little windows.
Hey Google, what's 2 plus 3?
That's it.
It's 5. You don't need Google to tell you that.
There you go.
I mean,
Did we
you
find
can
out?
never be sure.
Yeah.
Holy
Did we find out what the 2 potions were from the tomb?
Yes.
In the tomb, I think one was
Oh yeah, one was like a healing and the other one was a something.
Oil, wasn't it? No, that was the fucking.
That was the
Fountain.
Ublex temple. Does anyone know? I think Grady should know because he's the one that identified it.
But I
If
get
not,
him
you're
back to you,
fired.
didn't I?
You're fired. You're fired. Oh, it was potion of turn people to dust.
No, that was the sand one that we got.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Do I have that in my inventory or did someone else have it? You have it still.
I didn't. You
Okay.
found it, didn't you?
Do I add it back into my inventory then?
I thought you found it.
I found it, but I handed it to someone so they could identify it.
I identified it, but I didn't I
Okay.
assumed I wasn't taking it.
Oh no, where's Sane? And what's this pile of sand doing?
I know.
I'm
Guess
feeling a
who-
little parched.
Guess who's gonna die in their sleep?
Oh fuck.
So what were the ones from the thing? God,
Maybe.
Grady, you gotta get on top of this. You're the identifier.
God damn it, Grady.
Fuck you, Tyler.
That's rude.
Got 2 wizards, and we've got 1 between the 2.
You put them both together, they barely make a single wizard. No, I'm joking.
It's like
Not
Goat
anymore.
Tanks, but weaker.
Not anymore. The wizards are powered up now.
we didn't.
They
we
got
haven't
their
even
magic
bought-
books. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
no,
we-
they don't.
no, we didn't. We didn't buy spell books.
They haven't bought spell books yet because they're
Did
fucking
you-
Why
silly
not?
gooses.
Did you
Oh, because they wanted
sell the
like
other one?
they wanted enduring spellbooks. They wanted like to go full fantasy
No,
with it.
Not even just that. Like the amount of time and the amount of gold it's gonna take to copy just for us to fucking lose it in like a pool of water.
You can still get regular like if you buy a regular spell book, it comes in. You can get a leather proof. You can get a leather water resistant case.
Yeah, but
If
I don't
you
know.
do it for double the price, they'll carve them out of stone.
Oh,
Stone spell books.
I have stonemason tools on me, so you can keep
Yeah,
riding
you-
into it later on.
You're gonna carry around these
Ma-
tablets.
Makes it durable, but it increases the time required to put new spells in by 8 times.
Also too heavy for a wizard to carry.
Increases the weight by about tenfold,
Wait, you just
maybe
need to be
100
you just need to be a strength wizard.
Muscle wizard casts from his stone book.
And if all
That's-
else fails, he throws it at them.
That's my
There we
next.
go.
That's my next
I
dwarf.
cast fist.
Hey, so
Perfect.
you know when we get like a belt of like giant strength, to give it to the wizard because no one else in the party needs it more.
Exactly. Vexbor, you were gonna buy some split mail, right?
Yes, some
How-
new armor.
How much does that cost?
I think it was 200 gold pieces. I need to check again.
Perfect.
But 200 sounds.
Splint is
what I
200.
remember.
Perfect.
Okay.
So you go up to the armorer, Vexbor. I assume that you've got some party members with you. It doesn't matter too much. You go up to the armorer, and there on sale is a wide variety of armors. Some of them that look like they've practically been made for someone like you. But the armor is just on display, and there's nobody selling it. It's just like there for the taking.
Well, the explorer first, he's gonna just admire these different suits of armor because he's never really seen real armor like this. And then once he finds what he likes, he's just gonna look around to see if there's like any owner or worker that he can
None.
get the attention of.
No one owning, no one working. Like you'd think that there'd be a sales representative at least, but there's no one here, and they're not manufacturing the armor here. This is just a place that they sell it. It's little more than a stall, although it's a very well packed stall. It's a pretty big, one of the biggest stalls here in the district. The security is nothing more than some canvas curtains. It's like walking into a tent in the desert, sort of like that. It's a temporary structure. It's a temporary structure. And they've got thousands of gold pieces worth of armor here. Thousands.
Oh, so tempting.
Multiple suits of scale, for example, of different shapes and sizes. Most of it dwarven.
He turns back to the party members he's with. What do I do? I've never been in a city.
Oil here, I'm guessing.
Whoever wants to be. It's big enough for like 8 people.
I think you should steal it.
I think you should call out if you know it's good for you.
No. If he calls out, then he won't be able to steal it.
Didn't you see those misty Durdagar that took away the orcs? They could be
Oh,
lying anywhere and wait.
just wanted some fun.
At the expense of an ally.
Eh,
Maybe do it when, we're not in such, dangerous places. Don't you know Duragar can go invisible?
Oh yeah. start looking around the room.
Yeah.
Would
If
you
you're
like to try
invis-
the armor on?
From nothing.
There's no, yeah, the disembodied voice comes from behind the counter.
What?
Who said that?
Would you like to try the armor on? Says the voice again.
Vexpor, he just nods his head slowly. Okay.
Very good. Is this your squire? Points towards the gnome. Doesn't know what you know. You don't know who he's pointing to. Is this your squire?
The voice towards nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing is pointing. Oh, fuck.
The gnome. Is the gnome your squire, your slave? You can use it to help you put on the armor. There is a stall over there.
Oh, no. It's more reversed, I think. And he scratches
Oh.
his head.
Oh, suddenly there's a dwerger there, as if he was always there all along. And he looks at Zolk. This is your slave?
I am no one's slave.
Is this your slave? The Hobgoblin.
No.
Is it your property?
Oh, we are no one's slaves.
Oh.
Are you a slave?
No?
I'm a slave.
I see. He seems to be satisfied with that explanation. You may try on the armor on the stall over there. And he points to a change room, basically.
Vexpor sort of wraps his arms like around the whole display and he tries to like drag it into the changing room.
Yeah.
Do we get some sort of slave discount?
There's nobody there.
Oh,
He's gone again. Hey, why does he keep doing that?
I'm gonna wave where he was, like
What?
through the air.
Your hand gets slapped, and yeah, but it gets slapped by the flat of an axe blade, and so you got like this little cut on the side of your hand. The thieves will have be amputated.
Do you make it a habit of not looking at those you speak to?
And he's suddenly visible again, and he says, "I should be warning you. I don't know why I am telling you this, but you should be very careful with your antics in Grakelstug. You know, there is no legal protection for non-Dwerga in this city. If I want right now, I can call for the guard, and you will all be arrested."
We have a Dwarga friend.
Yes, I am the Dwerga. Did you not notice me before?
Why are you doing that accent now? You weren't doing it before.
Shut up, idiot. Every Dwerga talks like this. Maybe you just not noticed it before?
Hello, sir. Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
How is the wife?
Oh, I'm not married.
I see. Very good, sir. And he's gone again.
This is one of the strangest stores I have ever been to. And my dinner is here. I'll be back.
Walks outside and picks up right off the ground.
There is something wrong with that fun.
Hey, he's not right in the head.
I have noticed that about people recently. He suddenly is visible again. Everybody acting weird.
What, except for you?
Well, there are some people who are maintaining their sanity, yes, but there has been a kind of creeping corruption.
I think it's
And
all
he
the smoke.
grows and grows and grows in front of your eyes, and it's bigger than us.
Are you meaning to do that?
He's been picking his teeth with like a dagger. He stops. So I'm sorry. Does this disturb you?
No, I mean you're growing in size and going invisible all the time.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he just drank some milk. He got big.
He shrinks back down again. What are you talking about?
I think you're not as sane as you think you are, sir.
I think it is time that I called the guards.
They're already here. It's all right. I'll turn myself.
Oh, very good then. He disappears.
And then
Are
I'll
you
just
done trying on your splint mail?
Yeah, I'm just waiting there.
And I guess since I also bought armor, I'll also pick up studded leather at this point.
Very good. And as long as you pay the full price to like the nobody at the counter, then there's no further incident. If you try to walk out of here without paying, that might have a different result. Do we pay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Have a nice day.
Not
Says
animal.
nobody.
You too.
Is it day?
It's always day in the Underdark.
What is day?
I'm gonna remember that one.
And always being day.
Yes. It's quite the wisdom nugget, isn't it?
All right.
I need
Do
an
you
arts and
normally
crafts
find it?
store.
That's and crafts stuff.
Yeah.
As
All
we read
right.
Vexport
Or
says,
maybe like a
"Are all
BCF?
stores like this?
Sorry?
Are all stores like this?
So far.
Cities
Going
of
to-
danger.
So sorry.
Arts and crafts, yeah. Glass
No worries.
bottles, vials, paper, ink.
Yes, no problem. I shall just wait for my brother to fetch them. Thank you, brother, he says, fetching them himself. Here, we have a range of glass vials for you to see. Here is stained glass, and this one has the stopper. Is there anything else that you need?
Glass bottles as well. Bigger
Oh.
glass vials.
Do we have any glass bottles? Are you sure? I thought that we sold them all. Very well, go and check then. And he waits, and then he goes and does it himself anyway, and comes back and puts them on the table. Ah, you were right all along. Yes, we have plenty of glass bottles. This one is stained brown, and this one is very nice, pretty shape, a diamond shape. I recommend.
Well, if you recommend the diamond shape, I must get the diamond shape.
It is very artistic. I do like artistic things. Oh yes, I was considering taking up painting. Do any of you know how to paint?
I know how to paint faces.
Oh, very good. Could you paint my brother's face?
I can try. I'll make him a dragon.
Oh, very good. Is that favorable? He would rather you make something an animal from the surface.
He doesn't want a dragon, he wants a butterfly on his face.
I'll make him a rat. They're cool.
Is
That's
rats
on
like? Is that like tiger?
I think so. They have big
Very
teeth.
good. Yes. Paint him as rat.
Guess he'll turn to the person with the money and tell him like, "Buy a disguise kit. I need it."
Yes. He goes and fetches the disguise kit, and then he waits for you to face paint his invisible brother.
I guess I'll like dip the pen and just wave it in the air.
Make a performance check or a deception check.
That's pretty good so far.
That's not advantaged, I don't think. 9.
No. What are you doing? Are you? What is? Is this meant to be some kind of joke?
He's warming up.
Your brother's hard to see. See, really small.
I tire of this. What is it that you want? I have gotten you your bottles. What else do you need?
Oh, this
Paper and charcoal.
yeah, this kit.
Ah.
I want this kit as well.
Very good. There is nothing that I hate more than an artist. Get out of here. Take your goods, pay for them, and get out. Lazy artists contribute nothing to society.
Can I get out first?
Get out now. Pay your
I'll
goods
leave.
first. Without paying?
Well, he's saying get out and then pay. So which one does he want me to do?
Which one do you do?
I'm not the one with the money, so I'll look at the person with the money.
How much is it?
25, I think.
All right, whatever.
I pull out I reach into the sack and give him a good 25 gold.
Well, he doesn't break eye contact with you, and he points to where you can put it on the desk. Put it there. My brother will count it.
All right.
I put it out, count it, making sure that's the right number first.
He's not paying attention. He's keeping his eye on the kobold. But his brother's probably counting it, right?
Probably.
And I'm spying for the brother, waiting for something to happen, I guess.
All right. Have a nice day.
You too.
What is day?
It is where the great ball of fire climbs up onto the roof and blazes down on above, illuminating all of your secrets.
Sounds fake.
He told you to get out the room. Okay, we don't want to get him angry.
Okay, I guess I'll leave then.
So you're able to make the purchases that you need to, but
I think the last thing I need
curiously-
is to get something carved on my sword to make it a holy sword. I mean, a holy symbol.
let me finish when I'm talking.
Sorry.
So you're able to get the things that you need to buy now at the prices that would be standard. But you encounter several of these oddities during the process. The Dwerga are remarkably dour and straightforward people, and a lot of them are exactly that way. They keep to themselves, and they have a set price. They don't negotiate. They provide quality goods. It's no nonsense. But a remarkable number of the transactions you make are jam-packed with nonsense. They're positively bizarre. You needed to get an engravement on your sword.
Yeah, an engravement to make it into like a holy symbol.
Cool, and that'll cost you the price of the holy symbol.
Yeah, and
25 gold pieces is standard, I think.
Yeah, and I'll put like the pommel into like the head of a red dragon wormling.
Cool.
And I was after another steel mirror since I traded mine for a super cool wand.
Not a problem. You're able to get one here of fine quality, polished silver.
Would it cost extra? I don't have any gold. Please help. It's 5 gold.
All right. Since we all got the money together, even though I've been carrying it all this time.
She's a fine mirror.
She's a fine mirror.
What do you need that for?
What do you mean? It's so I can fucking see myself, idiot. When I transform, so I know that I look good.
And
Well,
when you
have
apply
no
makeup, it makes
confidence in your
it makes
ability?
Yeah, but when you apply makeup, how you know it's even?
The little one is right. How would I know?
Grab a piece of cloth. dab it
Sometimes
on
you
the
are a
side
lot
you
more
did, and
stupid
then
than I
dab it on the
think you
other?
are, Zolk.
I don't see the point of a mirror.
Is it because you're so ugly? You just get sad every time you look into it?
Let me have a look.
I turn the mirror around.
It's hideous.
It's beautiful.
That's right. It's hideous subjectively. It's beautiful.
I think you still have weak old oyster in your teeth.
Yes, and?
Yeah, he's saving it for later.
Oh, okay.
I have a lot of food stored up, and I sort of reach a finger up into my gum and pull it down from my cheek and show him a finger full of mashed food.
This is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen you do, and I've been with you for a while now.
Well, I'm not sharing, and I'll put it back.
Ugh.
Gross.
God, it's fucking disgusting. And I just got some scroll cases too, storing my
Shut up,
paper.
Brendan. You buy them without any nonsense whatsoever, except maybe a remarkably silly walk.
So 2 more gold and 3, so 5 more gold gone.
I want to buy a nice set of robes too.
You already
I'm gonna-
bought nice clothes, didn't you?
We're in
Hello.
illusionary nice clothes. We don't
No, he
need
bought
real clothes.
He full on bought nice clothes. I remember. Where is it?
I just imagine us like walking through town in Mary Poppins era clothing.
Yeah, you bought 15 gold piece fine clothes.
It's you're able to buy the clothes that you want, but while you're making the transaction, and while we are, it's interesting that we're talking about clothes right now, and the illusionary ones, how we look so amazing, because there is a merchant who has finished his trading for the day. He's packed up. He's got his little lockbox underneath his arm. He's wearing his robes. He's got a short sword at his side, but other than that, he's unarmed. But he wears a pin, a decorative pin, amethyst and gold, and it is pinned into his lapel. Other than that, he's dressed completely in just grey, drab robes with this magnificent gold and amethyst pin. Only small, but hardly subtle, up against such a dour cloak, and you think nothing of it. You don't even notice. But the Twerga do, and these 2 guards come along and ask him to explain why he is dressing so frivolously.
How dare you.
And the merchant.
Why are you showing your ankle?
That's it. And the merchant explains that he felt the desire to express himself, and he wished to be identified as an individual person with individual taste. And the Dwerga guards start beating him. Heretic! They say, heretic! And they just start beating this guy down in front of you. Some of you might have seen violence from authorities in the past, a place like Baldur's Gate, for example. But this is really something else. This is really bizarre. These guards walk up to this guy, say, "What's that?" "Oh, it's like my lapel." "Well, fuck you, buddy!" And they just start beating the shit out of him. Really going at it. And a couple of people who are walking by, mostly Dwerga, but also a few lizard men, a couple of kobolds, a few orcs. They look over and they see the fight, and they just look away. Go back to what they're doing. This guy's just getting the shit kicked out of him right in front of you guys, like no more than 7 or 8 feet away.
As much as I enjoy this spectacle as the next person, I think we should perhaps limit our time in this city.
Aye.
Perhaps we could head to the Goldbronze lair if no one is looking to buy anything else.
Hey, do we have everything?
Please, sir, would you show more respect to the general public in the future, and do not act so frivolously? They say, removing the pin. Yes. Thank you for the warning, officers. He picks up his lockbox and begins walking down the road with a bloodied face.
Yes, that's such a friendly neighborhood.
What was the pin of?
Just a little decorative gold and amethyst, a symbol of protection. Little gold amethyst thing. Yeah,
Didn't fucking do much. So much respect.
Can I?
I mean, it stopped him from dying, right?
I
Uh,
suppose.
Can I just trade one of our zircons for a green gem of equal value?
yeah, sure.
Cool.
Am I
And I'll-
able to purchase some legume seeds as well?
What seeds?
Legume?
What's
Legume.
that?
Legume.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
there we go.
Right, yeah,
Okay,
absolutely. Yeah, they'll give you like a pound for a silver piece. Here, have them all.
Okay, great. Won't need to worry about spell components then.
Oh, right. So components. Yeah, sure.
Something.
something
Oh,
I was
dark
about to say I'll get a towel. So if I'm ever wet, I need to dry myself off quickly to like not get so cold or something.
Sure.
I can grab a towel.
We have
But what
million
if the towel
blankets.
gets wet?
Yeah. Why
I
are you
got a
gonna do
towel
that?
case. It's gonna
Are
be a
you gonna
tea
get a
towel.
towel for your towel when it
Actually,
gets
I'm gonna
wet?
start collecting tea towels from all the places
That's
I
what
travel
that's what it's there for.
Are there any doily stores around here?
to.
Only ones of the highest quality.
Are there any ShamWow stores?
That is the highest quality doing it.
There's a guy with a sending stone strapped to his cheek, and he just starts telling you about it.
It's literally magic.
Prestidigitation stone. Get your prestidigitation stones.
You're being watched by a male dark elf who wears a piafui, the signal of noble drow houses. And he's got his a brooch that holds it together, a glowing pin of
And he gets beaten up by a druid.
I don't seem to bother the foreigners. It's just the Duergar that they're worried about. Yeah. Anyway, and so this drow is watching you. He's got an entourage of 4 quaggoths. The quaggoths have chains around their ankles, chains around their wrists, and he's just watching you. And he sees that you have a quaggoth as well, and that it's not in chains. And he's kind of there's a look of curiosity on his face.
Cousins of yours, Prince?
I want nothing more than to walk over there and rip that drow's arms off and use him's arms to unlock those chains.
Would be wise. He is a noble drow. Can I do a history check? See if like the pin is what house maybe?
Absolutely. There's nothing noble about any drow. It's a lie. All right. You're gonna be very pleased to know that this is House Bayenray.
I fucking knew it.
All dark elf. House Bayenray. Mizram, which is the house that took us hostage. Mizram are like underlings to Bayenray. Bayenray give them scraps, and they beg for them. But they do have a good relationship.
Well, I'll nod to him, I guess, and smile.
He nods and he strolls across the alleyway, giving a nod to some guards that patrol him, but they ignore him. And he says, "How much for the beast?" Points towards the prince.
Not for sale, sorry.
Are you sure? He seems to be a fine specimen.
He's well trained. He doesn't need chains and invaluable.
Didn't you hear? I'm not for sale. I'm taken.
I kick him in the leg.
The quaggoth.
Yeah.
He says, "I'm taken," and he grabs like Mirabelle around the around the waist, and that's when you kick him in the leg. He kicks you back.
Hey. Know your place, beast.
Is there a problem?
Lest we sell
Is
you
there
off.
a problem here?
And I
Ask
wink.
the Duergar as they come. The Duergar patrol. They
Just-
spin on their heels and come back.
Just
No
an
problem.
unruly slave. No, like give evil eye to the prince.
Why has your slave not wearing his chains, and where is his neck brace?
We're city training him.
Think about it for a while. If it causes any property damage, you will all be held liable.
Oh, he's not my slave.
We understand.
What are you doing in Gracklstoke?
Business.
To everyone?
Hey,
Yeah.
business.
What is your business?
Business is our business.
Mercenaries, mostly.
Ah. What sort of mercenary work? Are you assassins?
No, no.
Soldiers?
What is this, a school lesson? Do they teach you nothing here? We're mercenaries. We do mercenary jobs.
They speak in Dwarven. Should we place him under arrest?
I reply.
No, he's just got a short temper. Sorry, sir.
There is no need to place him under arrest. He's just a little annoyed lately. I say that in Dwarven as well.
I was not talking to you. I was talking to my partner.
And I'll make
Perhaps-
I'll make random sounds that sort of sound like Dwarven but aren't.
Perhaps we should place them all under arrest.
I really do not think you should do that. It would very much anger my family.
Make a deception check
Hello?
with disadvantage.
Fuck. 9.
Alright.
I think your
Who is it?
Quaggoths are escaping. And I point the other direction where the other drow came from.
The Quaggoths weren't escaping, but when you point at them, they look around and they realise that there's no one around, and they make a run for it. This is their chance.
They're like, oh shit, yeah.
He's fucking right. This is it, boy. And they run. The Dark Elf is after them, and the Duergar is in pursuit.
Fuck's sake.
Can I cast levitate on one of the Quaggoths?
Alright, he gets a saving throw. Constitution, is it?
Fuck, I don't even know. Let me check.
Maybe.
What are you casting?
Levitate. Con save, yeah.
How's that?
Yeah. Fuck.
Alright, so you try to get it off, but since your spell didn't go off, it looks like that they'll be able to bring these Quaggoths under control within a matter of moments. What are we going to do?
As they're busy, I just turn and casually walk off towards the Goldbrins.
Alright, going to the inn?
Yeah.
Everyone else?
Hey.
Yeah, I mean,
I think so, yeah.
sounds like a good idea. The
not
dwarves are
far.
making dwarven sounds. That usually means go away.
Alright. So the Goblins' Lair is a pretty simple place. I probably should review it a little bit first.
It looks like there's punctuation in the middle of it. It's like, go, LeBron's lair.
Go,
Yeah.
Rons.
James.
I'd- James, yeah, that's it. Thanks. Round James.
Shots fire. Here we go. Goldbrawn.
Goldbrawn's lair.
That's a good way of saying it.
Before we
yeah.
continue,
Yeah.
should we split up some of the party funds? Because I'm sure there's people like me who actually have like no coins at all on their person.
I also have
So we can
no
all carry
coin
up.
what's in the sack, but what we have left is
I start counting them out.
about
Coins.
450 gold, and 4,000 silver.
All right, I'll take 60 of it and call it even.
Hold on, let me do some math.
Just 60 silver?
Pulls out the calculator.
4,000.
Gold.
How many of us are there? 7 now? Or 6?
I think there's 8 in total.
7.
I think 7
Seven.
of us
7 currently. There's one
um,
AFK.
Yeah.
So maybe
60 is about right, yeah.
Jake's not in the party yet.
What if we just
yeah.
do 50,
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
and that makes math easier, and we have some left over. In the
Hey,
month.
sounds good.
We have yet to meet Jake's character.
He'll be in here in this inn.
So,
Yeah.
50, seven instances of 50, yeah?
Yeah, so that brings us to a nice even 100 in the treasury. And everyone has 50.
Give me a sec. Oops. So that'll give us actually a little bit less than 100 because we have 446.
Okay.
So how much each, sorry?
94. 50 to everyone and 94 in the treasury.
It's like, wow, this is more gold than my master has.
Wait, 96 in treasury.
What do you think these big doors are for?
Big
To
people.
stop the
And
bad things from the end
Keep
of the
us
day.
from the city proper, probably.
But that's it. Keep you out of the city.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize it extends the whole way through. There's
Yeah,
like a whole section
Yeah.
that's cut off.
they're entirely separate cities. The districts within this city, yeah, they are, and it's illegal. If you go into the Duerga part, you will be enslaved.
I
That's
try to
simple.
go into the Jurga part.
You are enslaved. You may roll in your character.
Okay, no,
No, you can. You can definitely try. But yeah, it's what a terrible city to be a thief in, right? Where anyone can be invisible at any time, or where all of the entire population is snitches because they all believe in following the law. Where you have no rights anyway because it's only Duerga can ever have rights.
It's medieval CCTV.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yes, it is.
Everyone snitches. That's medieval CCTV.
Pretty much.
And you never know who's looking.
Yeah. Yeah, so you make your way into the Goldbrun's lair. The whole thing is inside or backs onto at least a massive stalactite, probably a couple of 100 feet in diameter. Yeah, look at that, it's huge, 300 feet or more long. And so there's a somewhat conventional inn, a stone building, but that stone building is mostly just made up of the kitchen and of the dining room, and the dining room also serves as the greeting room. You walk in and you go past a place where you might pay for your bills, and as soon as you've gone past that, you're in the dining room. You can call it the drinking room if you want, but it seems that most people come here for a meal rather than to drink ale or whiskey or whatever. When you are assigned your rooms, and rooms are 2 gold pieces each, or 5 gold pieces for a room that holds 4, and when you're assigned your rooms, they go into the tunnel itself. So your bedrooms will actually be within the stalagmite behind the dining hall. But for the moment, we're in the dining hall, and among the patrons, tell us, Apollo, what do you look like?
I just wanted to ask, like, what's the starting equipment? Because I read somewhere that it's a bit weird.
Sure is. You
No.
get 3 pieces of equipment to the value of, what is it, 75 gold? Or
I think
one
it's 25
piece
gold,
of equipment worth up to?
100 gold. 3
Yeah,
pieces
one-
worth 25 each, or 1 piece worth
Yeah,
100.
that's it. 3
Just making
pieces
sure I
worth
did it
25
right.
and 1 worth 100. Yeah, that's right. And you can have a handful of incidental things as well, like I don't know, a few sticks of chalk or some
Miniaturized
beeswax.
breastplate of magic.
Yeah,
I got
a
my
miniaturized breastplate of crab. Like it's something. It's just a bit of crab shell that you picked up on the shore.
got my incidental deck of many things, but it's just a
Yeah,
Whoops.
but it's just a
yeah,
deck of cards.
but yeah, it's more like a box of buttons and strings and a single caltrop.
It's a deck of many things, but the only card left is the Joker.
That one did nothing.
I can't remember what it does. I think it's pretty bad though.
Probably. Sounds like it would be.
So there you are, inside the inn. Apollo, you watch this well-armed group of mercenaries walk in. First of all, tell us what you look like.
Guess just a human with blonde hair in leather armor.
All right, human in leather armor, all by themselves. Now let's explore your character for a bit. So I love going all the way back to even before the character was born. Who are your people? What did they do? Commoners, knights? Who were your family?
Just commoners.
Did they have like any trade at all, or were they homeless?
Just devout worshippers, all just like almost religious cult people.
Perfect. Breathing the light. Do you follow the family religion?
Yes.
And what is your god? What values, or if you know the specific gods,
Tamara.
who's that?
It's the draconic god of mercy and healing.
All right. You worship one of the dragon gods and mercy and healing. It's unusual for humans to worship dragon gods, and it's even more unusual for them to worship the obscure dragon gods. Were you like a remote cult that lives up in the hills or something, or what? What was cult life as a kid?
It would have been more, very culty, very keep away from people that don't believe in our cult. Stay within the
Nice.
cult. I mean, but
What
they
do you
wouldn't have called it a cult.
Of course not. It's like, what did they call it?
Like the one great religion.
The one great religion. Everyone else is wrong. We 17 people are right.
Yes,
Brilliant.
we 17 people and one kobold. All right.
All right. What's your opinion on dragons?
I've been very brought up like the good dragons are like the heroes and the gods of the world, whereas the bad dragons need to be slain. Of the the different colors.
Do you have any ambitions to slay evil dragons?
Yes.
All right.
Many.
Is that why you came into the Underdark?
Yes, to prove his worth to his temple or cult, that he can shine in the dark.
Did you come down with an adventuring party?
Suppose. Yeah, he probably would have, and then probably might have lost them at some point.
I reckon you might have. So how is it that you've managed to reach Bracklestug without being enslaved? That is an exceptional story. If you'd come through the front doors, they would have enslaved you. If they caught you out in the Underdark somewhere weak and alone, they would have enslaved you. If you commit any crimes, even if you preach your god, they're going to enslave you. So how is it that you've managed to make it to this inn from the surface without falling afoul of such a fate?
Yes, he would have been a very keep to himself sort of a person. So he would have just taken he would have traveled the less traveled paths to avoid people.
In the dark?
Yes. His unusual dark vision.
You got dark vision, have you?
Yeah.
That does change things then. It's very easy to underestimate a human, but they have a remarkable number of tricks up their sleeves. So there you have it, guys. You've walked into the inn. There are a handful of people here. At least 3/4 of them are Duergar. Mostly dwarves with their wives, some with their wives and children. They've come here for a meal, maybe some roast steak, maybe some clams, maybe some fresh fish, or some deep trout. But whatever they're having, it's mostly Duergar, and it's mostly a family affair. And there's no emotion. It's about as dour a meal as you can imagine. But but here they are nonetheless. Of the remainder of the people here, the majority of them are traders, people who have trade links with throughout the Underdark and perhaps all the way to the surface as well. But standing out among the groups, and so the traders have bodyguards, often hobgoblins or maybe not gnolls, but quaggoths are pretty popular, I suppose. Among these traders, there's a lone figure, a lone blonde-haired human who seems to be remarkably resilient considering his situation. There's not a lot of tables here in this establishment, and because it's currently mealtime, most of them are taken by the Dwerga, meaning that there's really nowhere to sit unless you're willing to share a big table with this one guy sitting all by himself.
Is he just sort of sitting there at the moment, or is he doing something?
Having a meal, maybe. If you've got,
If I
you don't
started
have
with
any money, do
gold,
you?
yeah,
No,
no, I
you
don't
just
have any
don't.
money.
All right, so
Sitting there, I suppose.
yeah. What are you doing?
I was just be sitting there holding my holy symbol, thinking what to do next.
You gonna buy anything, pal? Asks an ogre.
Give me 1 second. Just looking through your very long menu.
Sure you are. And he gives you a few seconds.
I
That's
think
when
it's
the
time.
party will.
I think it's time to play a trick on like just sort of climb onto the table, sort of wave my hand in front of his face, like thinking he can't see.
Who?
You. Because humans can't see in the dark.
Hello,
This-
kobold.
It's
He's
not
gonna let
dark in here. There'd be lamp lit because
Yeah,
humans
didn't
can't
think
see in the
there'd be-
dark.
Okay.
So,
You didn't
Yeah.
think that? I thought a tavern would always be lit.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm not quite up to date on underground lingo. What is the word you keep saying mean? There? Can't say it.
Druaga.
Ah,
Yes, that one.
The dark
Ah.
dwarves.
yeah,
thank
they're these grey dwarves. They were psychically altered by the mind flayers who captured them like 8,000 years ago, and they've been a subspecies of dwarf ever since. They have the ability to turn invisible, the ability to grow as big as ogres. So they're more powerful than the average dwarf, but vilified and not trusted.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, well, objectively speaking, we know it's true.
Hey guys, is that a human?
I, as a human, is doing something long way
Looks-
from home.
Looks pasty enough.
No pointed
Wait.
ears.
Fish out of water. Is this another hero?
I don't think so. You can go ask him though. See if he's got any money that we can steal.
Okay.
But don't tell him that. Just see if he has money.
I look and see. Do you have money?
Nope. Broke as.
So let's go up and say, do you have money?
No, I do not.
Slap my foot.
It's like, Zolk, he hasn't got money, he told me.
Thank you.
Strange question from a strange person.
Are you a fish out of water?
I mean, there's no water here.
You must be a hero then, of course. I'll like wave the party over.
Well, it's the only seat in the bloody place, so I might as well sit down here.
Don't touch it. You don't know where it's been.
On the human?
Yes.
Well, to get down here, no, I don't know where it's been.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Tell him if he knows the way out.
Hey, do you know the way out? You perhaps Fergus's contact.
I got business to attend to, says Finn.
You better be right
If you
back.
don't come back, I'll find you and kill you.
Yeah, sure, pal.
And like
Strange
take my
people.
dagger out. Like, do you want me to fucking try?
We know you can't go
Yeah.
anywhere in the dark.
He takes his dagger out as well and says, "Come on, let's go." But he's not. But as he's saying that, he's backing away, and he's going. And he goes and joins one of the merchants and begins talking to them. A Dwerga, yeah, no less.
Do I maybe understand what he's saying?
It's on the other side of the room. You could go and do some eavesdropping or try to lip read, I suppose.
I think I will. I think I'll sort of slink off into the shadows and try and make my way over to him.
All right. You have to disadvantage on the check, not because just because it's crowded, right? And someone might see you slinking around even if he doesn't, and the Dwarga are remarkably suspicious people. Yeah. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And you're confident that no one can see you because you're invisible. Make a perception check. What will we get? That's pretty decent as well. Alright. Give me a moment because I'll have to have a bit of a look at this. It's a really big chapter. There's a lot to scroll through. No. Shit. It's going to be here somewhere. Here we go. Okay, cool.
We can come back to it if you want to do other stuff first.
I had to find it anyway. It's a really big and poorly laid out chapter. I love it. I think this thing's full of stack full of gems, and I love Gracklestugh. But navigating it, even though I've read it 3 times, is difficult. So anyway, you can hear them talking, and she's a caravan master. He's talking about routes to the Underdark. She's saying that she doesn't actually have any in the moment, but she does have caravans going throughout the Underdark, and she's looking for guards to basically act as bait for the caravan.
Bait for the caravan?
That's right. Yeah. The halfling seems to understand what she's talking about.
Okay, I'm guessing it's like a pretty normal thing to hire expendable guards. Well, I'll probably question him later about it, and yeah, I'll just sit there listening to anything else they might have to say for the time
Sounds
being.
good. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, back to the table. You all take your seats, and the ogre comes up to you and distributes some menus. So what'll it be? Are you getting drinks or meals, or do you want some place to stay?
Drinks and meals.
Are we staying? I don't think we are.
Not even for a night. I've not slept on a bed in ages.
Well, maybe for one's night.
I like the one night.
I've
Well,
never
it's
slept
the
in a
gold
bed.
pieces.
I'm going to shout at the table like a bottle of wine if I can.
Brilliant. The prices of wine in the player's handbook, it's double that. Basically, the prices are double. So I think it's 10 gold pieces for a standard bottle of cheap wine. This will be 20.
All right. And I'd like to make a toast to all the people that have been here from the start, like Loin. I would do it to Zolk, but he's not here. Sorn and it's us. And I'll say, despite our difference, we've made it this far, and I'll go with you onwards. A toast. And Zolk misses out on the toast.
Buy me a whole other bottle of wine and I'll toast to you.
There's 20 gold pieces? Man, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. Actually, no, I will. Then I'll be equal with your gold. Yeah, 2 bottles of wine for the table. Look at that.
Hey, thank you very much.
So are we going to get share rooms or our own rooms?
Well, I'd prefer my own room. Well, no, I could be kidnapped.
It might be a better idea to share the rooms.
Yeah, he said it was cheaper, right?
Hey, I'll be going with Zolk then.
I'll
I'll
join
also
you
go
too.
with you guys.
Pardon?
Well, I'll join you three then.
What? All of us together in one room? How many bloody
Yeah,
beds are in
4
there?
people to a
A
room.
four-person room.
All right, all right. Well, how much for that run?
Just 5 gold. Did you not hear the ogre?
No, no. Don't listen to ogres very often. Terrible companions, I'm sure they'd make. Well,
Are you paying for the room?
is it 5 each or is it 5 in total?
I think it is 5 in total.
In total.
5 gold pieces for a 4-person room, yeah. Yeah. Or 2 gold pieces for a single room by yourself.
Aye, I might as well shout.
And I'll shout us a room.
Alright. Price of meals are there as well. A gold piece for a good meal, 2 silver for some something that, is fit for prisoners.
I'm going fucking gold piece. We haven't eaten like good food in I don't know how long.
Yeah, this is like our
Yeah,
first
gold
actual
piece.
meal.
They don't use spices or flavors, or not many of them anyway. It's mostly just salt, but the quality is still pretty good. Fresh fish, fresh crab, fresh roth, which is like an underdark ox. The quality of the meat not so bad. Not many vegetables. You're probably growing sick of more mushrooms, but they serve mushrooms with every meal. Yeah, it would probably be considered pretty standard fare on in a surface tavern, but down here, it's fit for these lovely families who are spending their hard-earned coin.
I'll get something for the strange human, but I'll order the weirdest thing on the menu for him.
All right, roast balls on toast.
That is weird. I don't even know what a roast is.
So it's like a big
It's
cow.
like a giant ox, yeah, and the toast is made out of mushroom. So yeah, big plate of toasted mushroom with some testicles sitting on top. Big testicles. Do you partake in this gold piece meal?
I would say thank you in Draconic, but I'm not hungry and give it back to him.
I'll give it to Zolk. He looks like he likes balls.
It's a hearty meal. I'll dig in.
Alright, it is hearty indeed. Bull's balls are a dwarven delicacy, and roast balls are even more tender and luscious, juicy, even chewy.
I'll take a slice.
Alright, it's everything that we've already described. Yeah, like a big meaty ball of fat. Delightful. All right. So there you guys are. You're getting your meals, and within a few moments, the halfling is ready to return. But basically, it seemed pretty legitimate. As you guessed, that's exactly what you guys are going to be doing. Or you'll be the bait for the caravan. You'll be at the front, and you'll be springing any traps. You'll be detecting any gas leaks, you'll be falling prey to any ambushes, that sort of stuff. It is pretty standard to use expendable troops so that the Dwergen themselves don't ever actually fall into any danger. She has something else though as well, not related to caravans, but a curiosity. She shows the halfling some coins, some golden rings, and a couple of necklaces. They're really fine make. They're delightful, the sort of stuff that you'd find in the finest dwarven jewelers or a shop in Waterdeep in the Temple Ward. But she's asking the halfling if he knows where they got it from. Somehow the Darrow are getting these valuables, and she wants to know how. Like, how did the Darrow have a trade route with the surface? That's unheard of. It's almost unthinkable. But they're getting it somehow. Do you know how? And he doesn't know how. So she collects up the jewels and keeps them to herself.
I'll take note of that conversation. Perhaps ask the halfling about it later. But if it looks like they've sort of concluded their business, I'm going to walk off to another part of the tavern, and I'm going to look for the female Svefneblin with the golem.
Yeah, no worries. There's no sign of her because there's only like one room, this central room, and all of the private rooms are indeed private. So unless you basically either go knocking on doors or maybe grab the register of guests, there's probably no way of knowing where she is.
Okay. I had told her to meet me here, or she had told me to meet me here in an hour. But if she doesn't show up, then I guess I will retire for the evening.
Excellent. So the halfling returns to the table, and as he does so, he lays the situation on the situation on the table. Well, there are a range of caravans leaving from here in Gracklestone, but nothing going to the surface. Nothing anytime soon, anyway. But I can get you work going to Menzo Baranzan or up to Blingdenstone. They can each potentially go by Neverlight Grove. There are other places too. Mantle Darith is a trading hub elsewhere. If you want work, then we can get you some work, but otherwise we're just going to have to wait.
We shall go to Blingdenstone. My people will help me. They will find us a way to the surface.
I want to make my way to Neverlight Grove.
Well,
There
you
are
heard
more
him.
gnomes like you?
Yes, apparently. I thought Blingdenstone was lost, but apparently they've resettled it. But you heard him. The path to Blingdenstone might lead us next to the Neverlight Grove, so you can have your wish. You can even leave us there if you want.
I just might.
Well, she's ready to negotiate if you want to come over and strike a deal.
And we are just to do what? Act as caravan guards?
That's right. We'll be guarding the caravan. You'll be responsible for the protection of safe and fair trade.
Can I bring my new friend?
Sure. Why not?
You want to bring the human?
Are you seriously keeping that thing?
I bought him both bowls. We're friends now.
Okay, but you have to be the one to feed him and take care of him.
I'm not going to act as his walking stick. If he stumbles in the dark, it's his own fault.
Don't like how you people are talking about me while I'm here.
I think it.
Oh my God, it's here.
Let's ask if it can see.
Probably better than you.
See? He can see. And he turns like,
Even
how
in
can you
the
see?
darkness, you can see.
Yes.
Interesting. I did not realize humans could.
They can, he's lying.
A select from my cult can. We have been blessed. I mean religion, not cult.
Coming away the scenes already.
Wait,
Narrow my eyes at him.
Been blessed by the kobold.
Look, fine, he can come along. More bodies is better, I suppose. But he's
Eh.
taking your share of the gold.
It's better than Fergus. You can't even see in the dark.
That's true.
I'll be riding up with the wagon. You guys can act as the vanguard. I'll be
Hmm.
protecting the second line.
Of course
Sure
you
you
would
will.
be.
We get all the glory then, don't we? We get to kill the monsters.
Alright, you can go in front.
I'll go on then, Fergus. Show us the dwarf. Introduce us to her.
He takes you over to meet. She introduces herself as Isla Henstock. You can cut and paste that for those of you.
Why is
who-
her hand stuck?
Yeah, well, it's not her hand, it's her hen. But where is it stuck? Welcome. Please have a seat. Would you like a whiskey?
Yes, actually. I'll take one.
I shall also take a whiskey if you're offering.
Of course, please. Bartender, whiskey's all around. Speaks to what disguise, if any, are you wearing right now?
I think none of us are wearing disguise, but we're forced to wear like whatever illusion is upon us at
I
the
mean,
moment.
Yeah.
technically, I'm disguised as a
that's what I
as
mean,
a drow,
yeah.
as a what is it? Droga? Drauga?
Druiga.
Duerga?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one. Duerga. There we go.
Draugr are like revenants.
Yeah, I was
From
thinking of the
Viking
zombies
lore.
from Skyrim. You know.
Yeah.
That's close enough. That's
Droga.
Duergar. That's a good one.
Yeah, I am disguised as. Let me just get it for you. I have the exact person here. That's the wrong character. I am disguised as an arms dealer, deep dwarf, sacrificed to the deep father.
Very specific.
It's something Flame Fist, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
I'm.
deep.
My fake name is Mulgard Firehand.
Oh yeah, you're like a jumble of Dalgrim's name.
Yeah.
Welcome. Have you worked with these overlanders before?
I have been with them for a little bit now, yes.
Where have you been? Well, I thought that I knew everyone in your clan, but I do not recognize you.
I've been out of Gracklstug for a little bit.
Where?
That is not something you need to concern yourself with.
She satisfies herself with that answer. Well, you will want to know where you are going, and this is why I ask. Perhaps you are already on the way to Lindenstone, or Mantol Derith, or Menzoberanzan. We have caravans leaving in all three directions.
I think we want to go to Blingdenstone, do we not? And I look over at Zulk.
Yes, we want to go to Blingdenstone.
Well, these are my terms. I will offer you each 80 pieces of gold of the standard surface weight if you make it alive to Blingdenstone. Those who do not make it alive shall not be paid.
That makes sense to me.
Question. For
Yeah?
those of us that don't make it, do the rest of us get their gold?
Negative. There shall be no distribution of the gold if there is no survivor.
My shoulders sink a little bit. Fair enough.
What
How
about
long's
the
this-
rest of you? The trip? I can actually find that out. It might take a while. Yeah, it might take a while to find that.
No problem.
It's a pretty big trip, but it's not the end to the ends of the earth.
Tell me something. You go past Neverlight Grove on this caravan, yes?
the caravans that go to Blingdenstone and to Menchobaranjan will both be passing within that district, yes.
Wonderful. That is all I need to know.
What is at the Neverlight Grove? Stool here. And I sort of pat the back of my hood. Doesn't really talk much about it.
The Myconids are a fungus people, like you're familiar. They are peaceful and they keep to themselves, but they are able to manufacture some of the most incredible alchemical compounds known to any creature above or below the surface.
Like poisons and other intoxicants?
Precisely. Medicines and drugs.
Excellent. That is all I wanted to know.
Very good then. Is there anyone who has any problems with the terms of this contract?
No. I guess.
Very good. Are you equipped for the journey?
I have a sword.
Mostly.
I can give you a 20 gold piece advance if you wish, but it will be taken out of 30 gold pieces at the end of the trip. You will only receive 50 gold pieces at conclusion if you spend this money.
I'll buy some rations before we leave.
Well, surely the caravan would come equipped, right, for a journey so long?
We can supply you with food and water, but it may not be enough to keep up your strength. You may want to bring along supplies of your own.
Aye, I'll bring me own food.
You understand that in case of emergency, you will be the last to be fed.
Now, as the vanguard, would we have to make our own camp, or would we be allowed to camp with the caravan?
You shall camping with the caravan shall be able. Indeed, you will be expected to maintain watch over the caravan during the rest periods.
Very well. I think it's a good enough deal. It's a bit of coin, and it'll get us closer to our destination.
I feel compelled to tell you one more piece of information before you agree. For you will be bound by contract to this agreement. We have heard some twisted tales of disturbances in the Underdark realms and in the settlements. We have even heard of the presence of creatures from the lower planes, demons haunting these very caverns. I cannot guarantee that we will not run afoul of these demons in our journeys.
Oh, we saw one. And I'll start flipping through my book. Like, yes,
You have?
the demon gorgon, that one.
How very interesting. Well, if you have experience dealing with demons, then you are even more equipped than I could have imagined.
It had two heads. Just imagine, like, you'd just argued yourself, wouldn't you?
Very interesting, yes.
Well, when is this caravan leaving?
It shall be departing in approximately 150 hours.
All right, well, it looks like we're spending a few days in this place.
How long is a day, and what is a day?
Someone else can explain it.
Looks at everyone expectantly.
Well, there's no use dallying here. We have preparations to make, yes? Let us go.
Yes. Seeing as I've been just invited to this random party, could I take the advance, seeing as I am very broke and probably could not afford that many days to live here? 25,
Very well.
20 gold, right?
Gold. 20 up front for a cost of 30 out of your packet. I will pay for your accommodations in the meantime. You may stay here. I will pay for your basic meals. If you wish to eat meat and drink, you will have to pay for that yourself. But I shall pay for your gruel and for your bed while you wait. And I suggest that you stay indoors at all times. It is dangerous for foreigners to walk around without a valid reason.
Are there any card houses or gambling dens in Drakostuk?
Yeah, Shattered Spire is a tavern that is a host for places of interest like this.
Well, what do you think, Pinkskin? We take your 20 gold and see if we can't quadruple it.
Sure, why not?
Excellent.
What could it hurt?
I'm sure greatly.
All right, well, if you are ready to sign the contracts, I will need just a drop of your blood.
What? Why?
Is this magic?
You must be willing to swear an oath that you will not betray us. You can understand how difficult it is to find honorable guards in a place like the surfaces.
Aye. I've already got one oath going, might as well make another.
All right, I'll make this oath. Where do I sign?
Very well, I shall do the same.
Produces some paper that has wax seals and quills for you, plus a knife for you to prick yourself, and yeah, it's all hyper legal.
Can I, scan through the document and how does it specifically say not to betray them?
Oh, right. How does it specifically say? It's a very straightforward document. It's not something that a devil would write with full of loopholes and backtracks and contradictions. It's not like that at all. It's not open to interpretation. It's a very simple document. And so it speaks in simple terms that you will defend and protect the caravan with your life, that you will not mutiny or betray or steal from or sabotage or otherwise hinder your employer, that you will do to the best of your ability to protect the product and protect your masters. But while it's very straightforward in what it says you have to do, it's also very straightforward in what it says it can do for you. It's quite clear that the obligation is there, that if you do survive, if you do make it to the destination, then you are entitled to money. No questions asked, no dispute will be entered into. The merchant is legally bound, just the same as you are, to honour her side of the agreement, just as you honour yours.
Okay, if I feel everything's above board, then I will prick my thumb and sign upon the dotted line.
Alright.
I don't want to. Garn doesn't want to be left out, so he'll do it too.
Me too, slice his wrist.
That's it.
Same with Vexbor.
Indeed. And Apollo needs to do it or he won't get his 20 gold pieces. So
Yeah.
each of you...
Just
each
like
of you-
being back at home. Lots of blood packs.
That's exactly. And I'm feeling welcome already.
I sort of lean away from him and give him curious eyes.
So anyone who wants the money obviously has to put their name on the line, and then it's done. She's satisfied. Her and her guards depart the establishment. And they will meet you here in 150 hours, 6 days.
Yeah, that's a lot of days.
She suggests that you remain in your rooms at all times.
Well, let's go gambling.
Talking about remaining in, like, would rustic hospitality even do anything in this situation?
They're not
Uh,
rustic or
Yeah,
hospitable.
yeah. Basically, both a good answer. It'll do you fine as long as you're inside this inn. But when you step out of the inn, there's no rustic people and there's no hospitality. So it works in the inn. Speaking of being in the inn, there she is, the gnome. She has appeared with her big old
Titties.
earth elemental. No,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
earth elemental.
That's what I was thinking too, Grady.
Take a whole bitties.
Alright, she now has massive belongers in addition to an earth elemental. Doesn't know where they came from, probably faux dress. She's not complaining.
I would beeline towards her. You finally came.
Yeah, I told you I was coming. I wouldn't let you down.
Well, look, I've just taken a job which will take us to Blingenstone, but look, you can give me the gems, and I will get them out of Gracklestug, and we can meet at Blingenstone, where I can give you the gems back.
Yeah, sure. I can trust you, right?
Of course.
Well, people like us, we gotta stick together. After all, it's dangerous down here, and we gnomes, we're the only good people.
That's right. We can't trust these Duergar and other surfacers.
Say, why don't we make a promise together, that we'll go to the forest on the surface and we can walk and see rabbits and butterflies and walk down by the street.
I'll narrow my eyes thinking about it, and then I'll look at her tig old biddies and yes, I think I'd like that.
Oh, well, here you are. And she opens up her bag of holding, her bottomless bag, and pulls out 10 sparkling garnets, each valued at 100 gold pieces.
But not here.
Yeah, probably not here. Probably does it probably takes you into her room first. She's not that silly, so I apologize for that. Just come into my room for a moment. Come on.
All right, coming.
You stay outside here, says the earth elemental. Elemental grunts a bit. Go into her room. And she gives you 10 garnets, each worth 100 gold pieces.
All right, well, I'll sneak these out of Gracklestug. Can I retain the bag, or do you need that?
No, it's not for sale.
All right, well, I hope I don't have to use my present pocket, but hand them over and I'll find a way to sneak them out.
She's a little bit disconcerted by your last comment, but she does just that. Now, they're precious, so don't go getting them dirty, okay?
Yes, of course.
Alright, 10 garnets, each worth 100 gold pieces.
Oh, what was your name again?
I'm Ariana.
All right, Ariana. Now, we'll be traveling with a Duergar caravan, so I'm not sure how close you can stick to us, if at all. But you say you know the way to Blingdenstone, so I'll meet you there.
Okay. I might be a few days behind you, but wait up for me, okay? I'll make it worth your while.
Do you have any contacts in Blingdenstone that I could talk to?
Yeah, sure. And she gives you some names on some pieces of paper, but work that out later.
Sure. All right. I'll take the gems and yeah, I might talk to one of the wizards, see if I can get their help. But we can do that later.
So inside the bar, is it like mostly Duergar? Like outside, it's like the same mix, like 75% Duergar.
Exactly. That's right. And the Duergar that are here tend to be family Duergar. They've either knocked off work, or they're courting a wife, or they've come here with their family, and it's very much they come for a meal, and then they leave again. They're not here for frivolous reasons. They're here for socializing, damn it, and we're gonna have a
I know it.
family bonding. Do you hear?
Yeah, I'll ask. I forgot his name, but the Duergar in the party, what they'd like, what like an audience of Duergar would like respond well to.
You do know that I'm not a real Duergar, right?
Oh, you're Duergar. I can see you.
You saw me transform when we were out of the city, yes?
Yes, you became a Duergar.
I look at Dalgrim like, what the fuck?
You became one. Now you are one.
You're not making a lot of sense, little one.
I'll ask the dwarf, the other dwarf, the one that makes sense sometimes.
He's off to dinner.
Literally.
Okay.
Don't bother him. Right now, he seems to be stuffing his face. He hasn't eaten in quite a long time, you see.
He has bouts of catatonia.
So it's kind of all history. Like, what type of stuff do dwarves like?
Yeah, go ahead.
Entertain? 11.
Absolutely nothing. They like silence. The Duergar hate art. They hate art. They hate music. They hate musicians. They find the pursuit of artists, art, whether it's music or painting or anything else, they find the pursuit to be an utter waste of time, of resources, of energy. They have absolutely nothing but disdain for performers.
So not the best crowd.
Tough crowd.
Yeah, he'll probably like save his energy for like a better time then.
You do hear some of the other people, like humans and Lizardmen, talking about what a boring place this is and how good it would be to have some music to liven it up. But not the Duergar, no.
Well, that's good enough for me. I'll go. I guess they're segregated.
No, it's all pretty tight in here. There's not a lot of room because there's spaces at a premium down in a place like this.
I'll ask the barkeep if I can provide some entertainment.
Piss off.
It'll be fun.
Go on, piss off.
I guess we'll get on with what we're doing. Like what we do.
Going to gambling, I think.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
okay.
Zolt comes back from talking to...
A wizard.
Yeah.
Probably me, I guess, now.
Well, I would ask both of you, or try and get both of you. Can either of you hide things with your magic?
Oh, I can swallow it.
What are you
Uh,
looking to hide?
Just some things that I've acquired recently that I would like to keep away from prying eyes.
Well, if put him in something, and if give me like a signal, I can make it look like something else.
I suppose that's something. No magic which will hide it from other magic.
No, not that type of wizard. I'm more illusions and the like.
What about you, Mariel?
Dancer.
Sloane's not here.
Yeah, she's a
Oh my God.
dancer. She's a dancer.
Mariel wasn't feeling well, so she went to bed. She has something wrong with her eye.
Is it pink?
I'll go and check.
You do that. Probably got it from him.
Oh God.
Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get one of those lead-lined boxes somewhere. And then, if I require your help, just be ready to cast your spell, yes?
I will teach you some sign language. Don't show anyone else, but this will just help. And I guess I'll show him some drow sign for like a signal, I guess we can do, so he knows when to do it.
Excellent.
How am I meant to contort my fingers like that? All
Well,
right, I
learn
think
and-
I have it.
Yeah, that's the way.
And I'll try and sign, see if I get it any good. I say fuck you and drow.
You get the basics.
You see? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you get your middle finger mixed up.
Well, who's coming
He's
gambling
missing
with
finger.
me?
That's why he can't do it right.
I will join you.
Join
I
me then?
shall partake.
Yeah, Gan will also join in.
Excellent.
Gone then.
There's no greater thrill than gambling away money you don't have yet.
And
What
then
about
getting
killing a
a
demon?
loan to pay it off?
So you said there was the Spires or something?
The Shattered Spire is the only tavern of any note. I'll bring that up on the map immediately. You see that point out there pointing out towards the bay?
Oh yeah.
That's the Shattered Spire. So, yeah, the Shattered Spire is a broken stalagmite that juts out from the Dark Lake like an independent island that's been chopped off at its base. It's about 40 feet off the shore, and it forms the foundation of a tavern. The tavern itself is built on fungi. There's this great big fungi mushroom thing that grows up off the top of the spire, and the tavern actually sits on it like a marshmallow, I suppose. The bridge that links it to the shore that you can see here is made out of wool. It's made out of a black wool that has been matted together and knitted into a bridge.
Interesting. I wonder how
Pretty
many
funky.
grannies it took to make that.
Good question. How many? They were granny slaves, whoever they were. All right. So you find yourself in the Shattered Spire. It's slightly more upbeat, but only slightly. People are drinking and they're talking loudly. As they get more drunk, they talk more loudly. A couple of people here appear to be wealthy. Most of the Dwerga here appear to be poor. Again, the 3/4, 1/4 ratio holds pretty true even here. And the Dwerga are the ones making the most noise as well, perhaps letting off a bit of steam in an otherwise oppressive society.
Does it look like there's bouncers or anyone that's sort of guarding the place?
Yeah, there is. No, it doesn't look like it. No, there's probably absolutely no security here whatsoever.
Can I insight check the DM?
You find it likely that there would be some invisible guards nearby.
Yeah. Well, moving up to, I guess, the bar or whoever looks like they might be in charge here.
Yeah.
Where is the gambling going on? Cards, dice, anything like that? Grey
Half
Dragon Ante?
elven. Yeah, absolutely. A half elven barmaid points you towards the area where they're doing gambling, and you can see that they are playing Baldur's Bone.
Ah, excellent. I assume you all know how to play?
No, I do not know how to play this game.
That's all right. You can give me your gold and I'll play for you. Let's go.
I'd really rather not do that. Can you just tell me the rules?
I'm sure they'll tell you, but it's basically. Have you ever heard of a game called Jack of the Black?
Jack Black? No, I don't think I've ever heard of this. Jack
Yeah.
of the Black.
Look, it's fine. You'll pick it up in no time. Let's go.
Very well.
Let's see if I can find these rules. I'm looking for them now. It shouldn't take more than about 30 seconds, I hope. So Baldur's Bones. Alright. It worked. Here we go. I hope that these are the revised rules. So, there you go. It's a dice game. The idea is to make 21. You can make 21. 10s, 11s, and 12s all count as 10s. A 1 counts as either 11 or as a 1. The idea is to hit 21 and to not go over it, or to be the closest to it. Whoever gets the highest wins. If there's a draw somehow, the pot is split. And finally, if anyone rolls 21, a 10, 11, or a 12, and a 1, all at once, then that's Baldur's Bones. It's called. The game is immediately won, and no further rolls are made.
Okay.
Pretty.
Does it look like they have what is the current pot, or what are the stakes that everyone's putting in currently?
Oh, yeah, good question. Probably somewhere between 1 and 5 gold.
I'll take out 10 gold and I'll slap it on the table. I want to buy in.
3 other people buy in, which leaves enough room for 1 person because there can be up to 5 players plus the house.
We have to buy in for 10 if we're joining this one?
That's right, because winner takes all.
Alright, I shall buy in for this one as well.
Okay, so you put your 10 gold pieces in the pot. The gnome will go first because he called it. The other 3 then go in the middle, and Sane can go last, and then the house goes last of all. So let's see how we go.
Ooh. That's a pretty good one. I think I'll stand.
All right. First one. He's going to have to hit at that point. Keep going. Keep going. What's that, at 18 as well?
It's 17.
17. Well, he has to keep going then. He's got no choice.
Oh,
That's 21.
That's 21. A canny Duergar is currently in the lead. That's 11 for the next guy. And 20. Well, he has to go for the 21. He's got no choice. And he busts. And the third person, 13, 18, and bust. And so 2 of them are out. They just they walk away from the table. But the one canny Duergar, he stands ready to win 50 gold pieces or 60 with the house.
It's my turn now, isn't it?
Sure is.
I look to you. You better win
13.
my money back.
You're the fool that bets so much.
That's 21.
That's 21.
The house looks at this with great disappointment and rolls. Okay, so that's 12, because 12s count as 10s. That's 19. Okay, and the house busts. So there's 60 gold pieces for you and the Duergar to split. Duergar
Okay.
takes his winnings. He's happy with that. He's tripled his money. And
So you get
now
30.
so you get 30, that's right. Put in 10, you get 30. It's a profit of 20 gold pieces.
I very much like this game.
I buy in again, and I put 20 gold on the table.
Why are you like this?
Just trust me.
Okay, and I'll slap 10 down too.
It's 20.
So yeah, it's 20 now. We've
20?
just,
Oh, fuck it,
we've
why
just
not?
bumped the pop up.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Okay, and I'm going to cheat.
All right. So there are rules there for cheating.
So, a cheating character may re-roll any one die during their game, but they must then take the new result if a character is considered to be cheating, whether the re-roll is made or not. Okay. Re-roll,
So yeah, you
roll
got
dexterity
you commit
sleight
to
of hand.
you got to commit
Yes,
to cheating before you do it.
Yeah, which I did. So
Yeah.
I'll roll my 2d10.
Yeah.
2d12. I'm gonna re-roll. Actually, no, I'm gonna hit.
Yep.
And I'm
So
gonna
that's
re-roll
15.
that. I'm gonna re-roll the 6.
Oh yeah, not a bad idea.
Ah,
God damn it.
All
Is
right,
it
make
1?
your
Is it max of 1 or how's it work?
You mean the cheat?
Yeah, I'm just checking if I can only do it once, which it looks like. So
Yeah, I think so.
it
Yeah.
says re-roll any one die during their game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all right, sleight of hand.
Yep. Yeah, it can't. It can only needs a natural 20 to equal it. Not a chance. All right, so you cheat and you how do you cheat? But it still fucks up anyway. Do you have like spare dice, or do you roll them a special way? What do you do?
I guess I look at the card and I try to count which one might be next, but I miscount by 1 and I end up with like the same card but of a different suit.
Perfect.
Or different dice, I guess.
Yeah, they could be cards. It simulates a card game after all. So
can I still hit? Like once more?
Yeah. Yep. No, nobody's noticed that you're cheating, so you're still going.
Okay, so
you're at
15
now.
currently?
Aren't you? Yeah.
God damn it! Wait.
25.
So, can't count it as a 1?
12s count as 10s. No.
Shit.
10s, 11, 12s all count as 10s.
Even when I cheat, I can't win.
I thought you would have had like proficiency like with dice. I thought that's where you went for a dice game.
No, I just have proficiency in being a bad person.
Alright. So, Sane, there's the pot's 60 gold this time because there was no takers except for you three.
I didn't buy in. I didn't buy in.
I bought in.
Oh, was it Lithrana? Right, okay, so Lithrana. Roll 2d12. If you roll a 1 and either a 10, 11, or a 12, you get balance. Okay, so the 1 can be an 11 or a 1, and you decide when you make the decision.
So who's in this? Is it just me,
Just the
Zolk,
three
and
in the house, yeah.
yeah, in the house, yeah. So I can choose if I want it to be a 10, 11, or 12. You said?
The one the one is either 1 or 11. It's like
1 or
an
11.
ace
Okay.
in a game of
Yeah,
blackjack.
yeah, okay, cool.
1 or 11.
Gives me 19. Oh, fuck, I'll go 19. I'll play it safe.
All right, you sit with 19. Not a bad result. The house rolls. Okay, that's 16 or 6. 17 or 7. 17.
Oh
20.
my god.
20. You lose it
Cool.
all.
Oh, actually, nah, I can't do that. I should have stated I was going to do that. I was going to minor illusion over his dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cheating basically, and so you have
Yeah.
That cheating just it takes into account that sort of cheating as well. So you
Yeah,
can keep
yeah.
going if you want, but but you'll have to raise the stakes even further, I guess, because you just lost all the money.
Zolk,
know.
what was your plans there?
What do you mean? It's gambling. There is no plan. The plan is to win.
Okay. So do we have to raise it to play again?
No, the original stakes were just 5 gold pieces. So
Right.
like,
I'm gonna put down 10.
okay,
Yeah,
we're back
I
down to 10.
went our internal with 10 as well. Seems like a more
Alright.
reasonable amount.
What is
Yeah.
what is
No.
this small fry game? How am I meant to make my money back?
Zolk, I think you're going to lose it all. You better stop here.
Fine, 5 gold.
I've already put in 10. You have to put in 10.
Fine, 10 gold.
Zolk, I think you have a problem.
I don't have a problem. You have a problem. Get off my back.
All right, fair enough.
Let's play.
Is anyone else putting in?
If there's room, I'll play. Because Gar never loses.
Okay, do you have
You
10
have
gold
your
gone?
Yep,
I
I've got,
gamble enough for daily life.
he'll put 10 gold down.
Done.
So how many of us playing? 4?
4, yeah. So pot of 4. I think it's 4 including the house.
No, I think it's 5 including the house because it's
Oh, is it?
Garn, Apollo, myself, and Zolk
Oh, yeah.
plus the house, so 5.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, I go first, right?
Sounds good.
I was the first one to make the bet. D12.
Yeah, that's right.
2,
Yeah, you did.
16. I'm gonna hit.
Hit.
20.
Hit
I
again.
think I will stay. I think I will stay on set.
It's not 21. Hit.
No, I don't think I will. I think it's your turn now, Zolk.
All right, I'll have to get a 21, huh? I can do this. I'm going to cheat.
Of course you are.
Okay, now I have to pick before I roll the next one, right?
That's right. So if you want to re-roll the 7, you have to roll it now. Otherwise, you won't get a chance to re-roll the 7.
Okay, I'll re-roll the 7 now.
All right. That's 10 and 10. It's not 11. It's 10 and 10.
I'll stand.
All right. Beautiful.
Fuck. Inspiration.
All right.
If we're in it, do we all make a
I got
like a
21.
perception?
Yeah, you can all make the perception check. Like he's sitting in front of everyone. So.
I grab like a piece of chalk and I turn the 1 into an 11.
Did not realize that was part of the game.
Brilliant. All right, so we got two sitting on 20. Apollo, roll 2d12 to begin. Stakes are high. All right.
I will
So
hit.
you can go ahead. Okay, so that's 14 plus 8 is a bust.
Shame.
Silly
Easy come, easy
human.
go.
Okay, I guess is it my turn?
Sounds like it.
Okay, I'll roll again.
Uh-huh. Oh, you're still short. Not a cobalt joke.
I think yeah, that's me out.
Okay, are we up to the house?
Yep.
So, not a good start. 9 and 10 is 19. Bust. The pot, which is it 60 this time? Was it for 50? 50, I think. Is
So
split
50. So yeah, 25 each.
Yeah.
All right, one more. Yes, one more. And I'll grab out one of the garnets and put it on the table. 100 gold.
I cannot match this bet.
Well, house, can you? 100 gold?
The house is upset. It's a stern-jawed Duergar lady, and she is upset, but she agrees to it.
All right then. Just me and you? No one else wants to take a bet?
Wait,
I
wait.
You're all
shall-
afraid?
Was someone else? Were you going to say something, Falcon?
Look,
Dwarf?
Zork. I think you've had enough.
No.
Zork, you seem to have a rather large gambling addiction.
One more. One more.
I will throw in, and a wealthy Duergar, whose clothes are still grey and simple and doesn't wear any adornment or jewellery, but are of the finest quality, the finest wools, and the most deepest grey dyes. And he comes down and he empties a whole bag full of gemstones. Adds up to about 100 gold pieces, and he pushes them in.
Excellent. All right. All right.
Oh, this reminds me of a story, and I guess I'll try to give you. Do you want bardic inspiration?
Will that make me bust automatically?
It'll only help you with the
Nothing,
D20
no.
roll, I assume.
Yeah, but so if he cheats, it'll help you.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Excellent. Yes.
Yeah,
Well, I will cheat.
I'll sort of
definitely.
recite a story of like a burglar in the background.
So I'll start things off by cheating.
And you get 1d6.
So I'll re-roll the 6.
Oh, playing with. It's gonna be shit.
Okay, that's better. So what am I on? 16.
16.
I hit. No. No.
No.
I would have had
No.
21 if I didn't.
I mean, you just have to get away with the cheating.
I would have been 22. Oh, my money. And I will
1d6.
add my inspiration to that.
Oh,
She's suspicious of you, but you keep losing, so she doesn't think that you're a cheater, because like the cheater couldn't possibly lose as often as you do.
So you went from you went from winning to losing.
I started with 75 gold and I'm down 110.
This game sucks.
There's a life lesson here, kids.
It is. All right, so it's just the big guy, the salt baron. That's there's no other PCs were involved, right?
No. No one has
Yeah.
100 gold. Don't. He didn't have 100 gold. He just gave someone else's gem away.
Alright, he considers sitting on that and chooses not to. 17. He'll sit on 17. And
So let's see if the house wins.
15. 25 plus. He takes back his gems and your gem, and the house is gold. And would you like me to buy you a drink so that you have something to cry into?
I think I should retire for the evening.
Please, I insist.
All right then. So where's he taking me?
Takes
Just
you
to the bar.
Yeah, that's right. Well, not to the bar, but rather away from the bar, over to a private little table. There's room for 6, so a few more of you can sit down.
It was like, wow, he's really unlucky. He should have cheated.
Zolk, I can see why you brought me here. This place was very good. I made some money tonight.
There's like a vein above my eye that's about to burst. Did I see where the rich Dwerger put his stuff?
Yeah, in fact, he holds straight back down upon the table while he waits for the drinks to be delivered to you.
Well, thanks for the drink.
You were unlucky.
I'll go in for a handshake, like an arm handshake, and then I'll. You know when someone gives you a handshake, but you're not sure how to quite follow it yourself. And I will attempt to like pull him into a bro hug, and see if I can get at his pouch.
He rejects your bro hug, like just outright. He's just not giving you a fucking bro hug, bro. And he says, "You were unlucky. It is a shame. Are you traveling mercenaries?"
Why do you ask?
Because I have some things that I need delivered to Blingdenstone.
Oh, just happens that we're heading that way.
These very gems, and your hand is like inches away from this point. These very gems, he gestures towards on the table. So I wish them to be delivered to a particular person, but there must be no questions asked, and you must engage in this enterprise under penalty of your death if you fail.
I look at the gems. How much does it look like it's worth?
That's a good question. Make an insight check. They're uncut and they're not particularly special to begin with. You could probably increase their value relatively significantly with a good gem cutter, but these are just raw gems, and they don't seem to be of any great value at all. Why you'd need them taken all the way to Blingdenstone seems a bit odd. But yeah, the whole thing, the values are probably about 100 gold. There's 10 of them, 10 gold pieces each, roughly. Yeah.
I will agree to this. I swear on my life, I will see them delivered to Blingdenstone.
You must deliver them to Kazuk Pickshine. He is a gnome alchemist there in Blingdenstone. They are very important that he receives them. And if he does not, then I shall send a revenant and a spectre to hunt you down and add you to the collection of the undead.
Understood.
Very good. Deliver this to Blingdenstone, to Kazuk Pickshine, the gnome alchemist, and perhaps he will give you a reward for your service.
Many thanks. I'm glad I got an opportunity to earn my money back somehow. Well, I wish you a good evening. And I'll hold out my hand to the
And
gems.
as he passes them over on the other side of the bar, you'll do what? I'll shove this right inside your choke on it. You will try. Yeah! And these two Duergar suddenly fly into a violent fight, picking up bar stools and breaking beer bottles, and it's on.
Do they
we
grow
get to
in
do-
size as well?
Yeah, they grow in. Yeah, good call. They both get huge, knocking over pitchers of wine and stuff. Do we
Perhaps,
care?
perhaps we should call it an evening, yes?
That might be wise. You've lost quite a lot of gold tonight. I don't
Well,
even know where you brought that gem out from. Have you been holding that this whole time without telling us?
Never mind that. And I pocket the gems, and you see like another 9 gems in my pocket.
And with the fight, you can't hear like cheer along, but like it's unclear who he's rooting for because he pretty much swaps every time like someone gets hit.
What are they fighting about?
It's fun though. I don't care.
I'm confused why the authorities ain't around for it.
No one's stepping in, not even the bartender. They just let them do what they got to do.
Is it 2 Duriga?
Yeah.
I'll lean into Zolk.
Hey, they've probably left their stuff unguarded on their table while they're fighting.
I think I've tested Bashaba enough tonight. And as I say that, I knock on one of the tables, try and find something equivalent to salt, throw it over my shoulder, and turn around 3 times. Let's go.
The Duergar picks up the salt and straightens it again.
Oh, have you tried Timora? Like that's another god of luck, isn't it?
Was that a cocaine joke? I just got it.
Why are you wasting all this guy's cocaine, dude?
It's like, what is it, Crocodile Dundee? Nah, mate, you're going to put it in a bowl of hot water with a towel over your head.
Alright, so I guess you leave and presumably head back to the inn.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can I buy some rations on the way?
Yeah, absolutely.
I need to buy a bunch.
I guess same.
How much a ration is? 5 silver?
Double whatever the platinum price is, yeah.
Right. Let's see.
And while you're buying
Doesn't
your rations, which are probably fish and maybe
Doesn't the
crab and
Explorer
fungi.
pack come with rations?
Yeah,
thought-
10.
It does, yeah.
Oh wait, I
How
have
long is the journey to the Blingden Stone?
probably a good while.
Yeah, it could be up to 30
you can-
days. I'm not sure
Oh,
exactly,
wow,
but it could
okay,
be up
yeah.
to 30 days.
And it sounds like buy more shit.
I have
While
some
you're
from
buying,
the
yep.
engineers, but
Yeah.
I'll buy some. Yeah, sorry, you go ahead.
Yeah, while you're buying this food, you as long as you pay double price, then you can buy as much as you want. There is a Dark Lake right there. While you're buying them, 3 Duergar bring in a chain of slaves. There's about 18 of them. Most of them look like they're humans. Most of them look like they're women. And they're shackled. They've got chains around their neck and around their hands, and yeah, they're just being dragged along through the market.
Who are they dragging? Sorry.
3 Duergar are dragging a chain of like up to 18
Oh.
humans shackled. Yeah, mostly women, some children, teenagers, and a handful of men. Yeah,
Hey, that's
mostly women.
grim. Too bad there's
Well-
nothing being done about it.
Well, they have it better than most in the Underdark.
Aye, they're alive, I guess. Doesn't say much though. They're in The chains of the Duragar. Nigh unescapable, I guess.
Well, let's just hope we don't get caught in them before we have to leave.
Starting fights and we won't.
They started it, not me.
Aye.
You know, wouldn't hurt them to let me win once in a while.
Axes going cheap. Get your axes, hand axes, battle axes, great axes, all going out the door very, very cheap. 10 gold pieces for a battle axe. No, 8. Oh, make it 7. I'll give them away for 5. Here, take some off my hands. Axes, 3 gold pieces each. 3 gold pieces each.
3?
Help me!
Oh,
Help, buy
okay.
my axes. Please help me.
What's wrong?
He's looking over his shoulder. Quick, buy my axes. 3 gold pieces each, please. Take as many as you need.
I'll take a
As
couple
many
of
as you
hand
can
axes.
carry. Oh, very good.
Dalgrim,
He
I
gives
do
you-
not think you should buy these axes.
I'll slap Dalgrim's hand. No, he's obviously a criminal. Get away, criminal.
I'm not a criminal. I must sell my axes. If I do not, then I shall surely die. I feel my heart beating. I am running short of breath. Please, take my axes. 2 gold pieces.
Who's
2
following you?
gold pieces each.
Really? Sell your axes or die? That's your shtick?
How many axes has he got?
1 gold piece per axe. How about that?
He nods. He can't speak anymore. He's
I'll
choking
give him.
now.
I'll give him a gold.
What are you doing? You don't have to pay anything if you just pick it off his corpse.
Hey, but I'd buy an axe for 1 gold.
He seems to be able to take one breath desperately. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No problem.
These are cheap. I'll buy a battle axe for 2 gold as well.
Yeah, I'll buy a regular hand axe for 1 gold.
He throws in a great axe free for each of you.
Oh fuck yeah.
All of us.
I stare at him and say, I'll take all your axes. And then I'll
He
just
says,
wait patiently for him to die.
15 gold. 13. 12. Please,
What's going on here?
just take them. 5 gold. You can have all of my worldly possessions for 5 gold pieces, please.
That's
All of
insane.
your worldly possessions for 5 gold. Seriously,
Do you
Even
have
this shirt off my back.
you are a terrible merchant.
Please, this is my. And he falls over onto the ground. Holds up his
this-
hand.
It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
What does he say?
He's just got his hand raised, but it's shaking desperately.
Is it like? Is he pointing up one finger?
He's just waiting with his hand open, like he wants you to put some coins in it.
Do a medicine check of this weird person.
Go ahead. 5 gold, and you can take anything that you want.
What
You
else does
think-
he have with him?
You think that he's faking it, but he's giving an Oscar-winning performance as he does. Like, this guy dies like no one else, man. He's pulling all the colours. But
This guy's a professional.
Is he as good as at dying as Jim Carrey's The Mask?
Do you think,
I never saw it.
Oh, close.
do you think this fellow needs healing?
While he's on the ground, I'm going to move around to his boots and I'm going to begin to measure them.
They'll be a little big, but you know, you'll grow into them.
Visibly
else?
so he can see me.
5 gold, everything. Yes, you can have my boots. Just please.
What is wrong with this man?
Just give me the money.
Can I have another hand axe? I feel like I lose one.
Yes. Thank you.
I
All
can't-
that you can carry.
I hand him another gold.
That will do. He takes the gold and says, "It is all yours. It's all yours." And he begins taking his boots off.
What happens if you?
I only wanted the hand axe.
What happens when you run out of stuff?
I will understand at last the lesson that life is more important than possessions.
Then why don't you just give your stuff away instead of selling it?
He considers that, and he looks down at his meager hand of coins, and he offers them up to you.
Sure, I'll take the coins.
How many coins was he given?
Can I have my 3 back?
I gave him 1.
So I think you got 4 in the end. So you get 4 gold pieces, Apollo, and you guys can as many axes as you can carry. Like if you've got the weight limit for it, you can take as many axes.
I think I've got a huge carry capacity, since I'm not carrying
Alright.
absolutely anything.
But
Is he just like getting naked as well, Dan?
Are you just gonna like drag axes onto you're over encumbered?
What? Wait, should I?
How about your beard?
Yeah, why not?
He sighs, and he seems like he's going to protest, but just gets an axe and starts chopping it off.
What's going on here? I don't understand.
I don't get
This
the
merchant is very bad at trading.
I don't get the moral of this story.
I feel like we
Go
shouldn't hang around long. I'm gonna clear out.
Yeah, I think I should
I
also
start
clear
like
out.
speed walking
Mm.
away.
Can I
I
touch
take
him?
another hand axe and clear it out.
Can I touch him and use 5 points of lay on hand to cure a disease?
Alright, you cure his disease right when he's halfway through the chopping the beard.
Wait, it is a disease?
Sorcerers! 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 There are sorcerers! Guards, arrest them! They are
Everybody run!
controlling me!
Everybody run!
Luckily, I speed walked away.
I guess he'll scream where and draw his sword. I'll kill the sorcerer!
Everybody
All
scatter,
right.
and I'll start running down an alleyway.
Some guards see that the kobold has drawn the sword on the.
I'm like
Yeah,
looking
right.
outwards away. I'm looking at outwards away from the merchant looking for the sorcerer.
I'm just gonna whistle and walk away, whistling,
Alright.
just with all my axes now.
They ignore those guys who are being conspicuous, and it looks like they are focusing on the kobold, with the armed kobold who is over the top of the prone merchant.
Yeah, but I'm facing away from him there, like looking for the sorcerer.
Indeed. The Duergar raise their crossbows at you from a range of 40 feet
I'll,
and tell you to throw your weapon down.
I'll do so. I'll say there's a sorcerer, be careful.
The Duergar has mind controlled me. Look, what's he done to me? And you are placed under it.
Oh no!
Oh, what a fucking get up.
Shouldn't have healed
That
him.
dude's what a fucking champ. Honestly, that is the most impressive fucking con.
Yeah, but he's now hasn't got axes.
And half a beard.
And all his clothes and boots. Is he naked?
He was, but he starts putting his clothes back on again. And his boots as well.
Garner's just
No, I don't think anyone
confused.
took them.
He's still looking for the sorcerer.
They place you in manacles and they begin to take you.
But what's happening? I helped him.
This is I'm gonna go try to pay for his what's it called again? Not
Bail?
bounty.
Bail.
His
Bail.
bail with axes.
Barley.
All right. So they do you grab them, or do you are you going to go to the jail and pay it that way?
I'll just go to the jail and pay it off in axes.
I guess
Alright,
I'll ask the guards, like, am I the sorcerer?
They don't answer you, but they take you from the Dark Lake district into the proper Duergar part of town,
Oh, this isn't good.
where nobody's allowed to go.
I'm not allowed to.
and,
I'm gonna get in trouble.
You're not allowed to be here either. And so when Apollo goes to pay his bail, he finds that he has no legal authority to enter the place where he can apply for the bail.
Well. Gonna do. So was that grab as many axes as you can until your carry capacity is full, right?
Yeah, that's right. Although it would be pretty hard for you to be inconspicuous while carrying all those axes, so I thought that you must have slinked away once he became no longer seen around.
Let's just making sure.
Yeah. Otherwise, there are other guards who are happy to make some inquiries about how you came across so many axes.
I bought them.
Indeed.
I'm an axe trader.
Indeed. I hear it's.
You can axe
sort
me as many questions as you want about the subject.
There we go. You've got a good accent and access. Well, yeah, the kobold has been arrested. There's no real way for us to reach him. What are we going to do?
So we all convene back at the what's it called?
Yeah, at the
The gold bronze lair.
the land shark. That's him.
Look, what shall we do about this little bastard?
I don't think there's really much that we can do.
Wait, you can go in there. You're a Duragar.
I am not going in there. That is suicide, and you cannot come with me.
Well, I guess I can't. You could try.
You can try if you'd like, but I am not going to try. Like I said, that is suicide.
Fair enough. You can turn into anything you want, except you're always a coward, it seems.
Ooh, thank you. Coward who gets to live another day.
Excuse me, Mr. Coward.
Yes?
You look like all these other people. Where could I sell all these newly acquired axes I got legitimately?
I have no fucking clue. Perhaps we should go look for someone to sell these axes, make some more money.
Potentially.
I have very many axes.
I also have a battle axe that I do not need, so I might sell this one too.
Yes.
Say, says a goblin, slinking his way up towards you guys. He's wearing studded leather, black studded leather. And,
Zork, is that you?
he says, so what happened out there? That was really something, huh?
It was all a totally legit business transaction.
Yeah, sure, pal. Don't worry. I wasn't thinking of going and
I
telling
gave him
the
gold.
authorities
He
or
gave
something.
me axes.
Yeah, and now you're going to give me golden axes, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut. You understand?
Don't like your accent. And I have very many axes, which I am very proficient in using.
Make an intimidation check.
I forget what recommendation is. Oh, man, I'm an intimidating person.
Come on, pal. It's I don't mean nothing but is you got a choice between giving me a cut of your jink, or I'm gonna have you thrown in slavery and chains.
Look,
in the
Goblin,
Duergar.
please. We'd rather you not bother us right now. Okay?
I don't mind. I'm gonna go away. All you gotta do is give me a bit of your jink, some of your coins, some of your axes, and I won't tell nobody what I saw.
How about this? I get my noble family to turn you into a slave, or you leave us alone right now.
Make an intimidate check, or deception rather, since you're full of shit.
Deception?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah!
Hey,
15.
pal.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Really?
24.
Oh.
Hey, pal, I didn't mean to buy it. Here. Take what I got. And he dumps 2d12 silver on the table and gets the fuck.
Okay, I am now 16 silver richer.
Dirty goblins.
Oh, at least you have a good head on your shoulders.
Right. Time to sell these axes.
Alright, so you go back outside with your armful of axes?
Yes. Like in Minecraft, just stacked them.
Alright. So you got your carrying capacity, which, as you say, is quite large. You got all these axes in your
Got powerful build.
Brilliant. All these
Oh, I'm
axes
clever.
everywhere. Make a perception check.
They want your axes.
They're coming for the axes.
You hear a Dwerg guard making an interrogation towards Lizardman. Have you seen anybody carrying a large amount of axes recently? We are investigating the robbery of his axes, and we are expecting them to attempt to fence them off. Here, somewhere here in the Dark Lake District. The Lizardman, I haven't seen anything.
Oh, I'm allergic to axes. I'm just going to drop them and walk away.
He just fucking dropped the axes on the ground.
Clang, clang, clang.
Ah, it's a shame. I'm allergic to these things. I better leave them.
Right. The Dwerga, they come over to investigate the crime scene, and they find all these axes. And so they come into the to the Goldbronze Inn, to the Goldbronze land, and they start asking questions. Doing like two detectives investigating a robbery. Does anybody know where these axes have come from?
Is that people coming inside here?
Yeah, they come into the tavern and start. They just everybody stop your meals momentarily. I have some questions for all of you. We want to know if you have seen a large number of axes being smuggled in the Dark Lake District in the recent hours. Anyone? Looks up at the goblin. The goblin looks up at you guys.
I do it like a knife to the throat, like, you know, where you get your thumb and you run it across your throat to the goblin.
And the goblin fades away into the shadows and shivers. If you find any information, please tell your local guards, and then you will be looked upon favorably by the Deep King. Thank you for your attention. Goes back out again.
I think I'm going to leave this axe here.
I'm keeping mine. I
Oh, I'm
paid for it.
don't worry, I'm keeping my hand axes, but I'm getting rid of this battle axe immediately.
I paid for mine.
But you're just a party like it's like 5 people sat around a table like three plus axes each.
We've just got a bunch of axes on us. Although I don't think we have like an unusual amount of axes. It's like, you know, me currently a Dwerga with an axe, and I think Dalgrim has an axe.
I have 3 axes.
You would have
Two of
gotten
them are
away
hand
with it if it
axes.
wasn't for the curing the madness. That was where it all went wrong. It was the perfect crime.
I don't have any axes anymore.
You are axeless.
4 gold richer though.
Alright. Well, here we are back in the Grolbin's lair. It sounds like the police are out doing the rounds, the Stone Guard. Maybe that Dwerga merchant's advice was good advice after all. Just lock yourself in your room and wait for 6 days with fucking iron rations and a flagon of whiskey. Don't come out.
I'd rather not die down here, so I'm gonna stay indoors for the remainder of this downtime.
Yes, I think I will as well. Do you think we can get room service instead of going down into
Why
the
do
bar?
we need to stay inside? I'll keep the axes and you can go outside. You're a Duragar. You can change your face to whoever you want to be.
Yes, but I do not want to get into trouble, do
But
I?
even if I get you to buy me stuff so I can do something while I'm waiting.
Look, if it's as simple as that, I might be able to do it.
Aye.
A weird kobold friend. It's very strange.
Aye, you can find your weird kobold friend.
Are you talking to me?
I don't know. Talking to any of you and your weird kobold friend that just got kidnapped. I mean, arrested.
I mean, we haven't really known him for very long.
We took one boat ride with him.
He's really just a hang-around.
But he can produce water. Or cleanse it, rather. He is useful.
And we did split the guard with him. Maybe he can pay off the guards. If he's smart enough.
I don't think paying off the... Wait, why am I... I don't know.
Why are you slipping into this accent as well? I do not think you can pass as a Dwerga.
It's
Boot
just...
polish?
It's being around the people. you know? Oh God. I forgot my train of thought now.
Something about it is not smart to pay off the guards.
Aye, that's it. I don't think they're very corruptible, one would say.
That might be true. But he better try everything he can if he wants to escape slavery. Wait a minute, he is already a slave. Double slavery.
Slave to a slave.
Well, maybe you could go for a walk for him.
Me? I
Hey,
could go for a walk and look for him.
wait, can you make yourself look like one of the guards?
I can, but that sounds like a very bad idea.
That's lame.
I would rather turn into someone who is already dead, that is not going to be here in the city.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go back to my drink and stay inside for the next few days.
Yes, I think I will as well, unless I really need to go out and get something.
All right. Is that a general consensus that we're just going to be down here for at least a day and maybe 6?
Sounds good. Are we gonna get killed in
Yeah,
this
sounds good to me.
what an awesome D&D adventure.
Stay in the inn for 6 days so we don't die. Adventure!
Under house arrest.
We've been aiming to come here for the whole campaign, you know.
So,
trying to
someone
get in.
didn't stay inside and they ended up in prison.
When I explain D&D to people who want to get into it, I'll just tell them, yeah, no, you just stay in an inn for 6 days to avoid death under the fucking earth.
Because the government sucks. Yeah.
Oh wow, that sounds just like real life.
D&D 2020 edition.
Social distance.
Social distance, that's it. Speaking of our favourite kobold prisoner.
Can I ask if they
yeah.
found the wizard? I mean, the sorcerer?
They don't answer you. They don't so much as acknowledge the fact that you're talking to them. Can you understand Dwarven?
No, but I can pretend to.
Alright, well they talk to some guards, and the guards give them some instructions, and they seem surprised about the instructions, and the guard confirms the instructions, and they still seem surprised about the instructions, but they also seem amused by the instructions. It's the first time you've seen a Dwerga smile, and they all smile together and share a little chuckle.
To the
And,
battle pits.
They take you in a different direction to the one that you were previously going. You backtrack a little bit and start going down an alternate path.
Eaten by Chud.
Hey, can you like get like my? I guess are they my new masters if I'm already a slave?
They continue to ignore your every word, and they lead you across Ladgoar's Furrow, which is a great big chasm, like a gap. And most of the Dwerga actually live here in this gap. It's filled with natural gas, but they're really resistant to poison anyway, so they don't mind it. And they just live here in these little caves along the side of Laduga's Furrow. You cross over the little land bridges that have been specially made with magic to do this, and you're taken past the royal house, the palace, where the Deep King himself lives. You wind your way through some of the industry, the jewelers and the forgers and the various heavy industries that can be found here. And you wind you all the way down to the bottom southeast corner, where they lead you into a large, super hot chamber.
Where?
Oh my god.
The Dwerga, they're still smiling a little bit, like, even now the smile hasn't worn off.
Why is it?
You're gonna be Leia to Themberchaud's Jabba.
Welcome to Thumberched.
Do I see anything in the cave, or is it just really hot?
The lair is guarded by some dwarves who wear red painted armor as well as red robes. They carry within their hands spears who are also painted red, completing the ensemble. They talk to the guys that escort you, hand them over. They seem to share the private joke, and then you are escorted deeper and deeper into this cavern. It gets hotter and hotter until at last the priests lead you into a building carved from the stone, a huge cave entrance, and the ground seems to be trembling slightly, like a tremor that rises and falls rhythmically. And then you hear a thunderous voice echoing across every wall. Gartokar! The voice calls, and this tremendous dragon comes into view. At first it looks larger than it really is, but it's just, there's no other word for it, it's obese. It has these huge double chins that gather underneath it like an extra chest, like a great big red ball of meat. This incredibly overweight young dragon. Of literally hundreds of thousands of coins, a few scroll cases and swords poking up from within it, gems sparkling amid the treasure. Gartokar, the dragon says, you didn't say I was having surfacers for dinner today. It is a gift for you, great wormsmith. A foreigner has committed a crime, and now we present him to you for your meal.
I'm not dinner, I'm a servant.
You are dinner now, says the priest. Welcome, foreigner. Meet the father of flame, the ever-burning one, the heart of the foundry. Behold the magnificent Themberchaud, wormsmith of Gracklstug.
I mean, he's pretty cool, but I like living. Like, can I tell you a story instead?
You can tell him story. Enjoy, Themberchaud. They bow and bow and bow again. You're left alone with the dragon.
Hey,
It
dragon
smiles.
man. Can I grovel, cower, and beg at this point?
Absolutely.
Can I ask if he knows a dragon called Kenzans, who is my master?
I do not know any other dragons.
That's sad. You could be friends, couldn't you?
Perhaps.
Yeah, you both have treasure. He has kobolds. What to like?
What is his treasure? How big?
It used to be bigger, but it's like 5 kobolds. I think. Yes, that's it.
My treasure numbers in the hundreds of thousands of coin.
I have a book. Has stories in it.
I have magic swords and scrolls of ancient spells.
I can cast spells.
Can you now? What spells can you cast?
I can make music from nothing. I can make things glow, and it's cool.
I saw you in the street. You are part of a war band.
Oh, yes, they're my friends. They're cool. Like, I gave one of them Oath Balls. That means we're friends, right?
Yes. Are your friends competent people?
Yes, we killed some fish.
Are they able to keep a secret?
I think so, yes. We live in the Underdark. Everyone can.
I don't trust them, and I don't trust you.
But I'm a hero. What if I give my word?
Yes. If you worship me, if you make me your god,
Are you Forge Domain?
yes, I am the Wormsmith.
I suppose I could do that. If it would make you happy.
It will make me very happy. I have a task for you, loyal priest. Come closer.
I'll take a step closer.
I do not trust your associates, but perhaps I can trust you. Can you keep a secret?
Yes, God doesn't lie.
Come closer. Closer.
I'll take a step closer. It's like he's just gonna eat me, isn't he?
I have a gift for you. Come.
You
Let
are most
me adorn you with it.
you are most generous. I guess I'll take another step closer.
He reaches out and he holds within his massive red hand a tiny ring. A tiny golden ring. But before I give you this gift, how do I know I can trust you? How do I know you can keep a secret?
I can give you a vow of honesty.
That will have to do.
I've never told anyone where my old master lives. Like that's something, isn't it?
Yes, that's very good. Place this on. It will keep you safe.
I will place on the ring.
Very good. Very good. It will take time for you to get used to it. It will feel heavy at first. Return to your quarters and rest, and in the morning, its magic will protect you. But I have a mission for you, and you must not fail me, nor may you share it with anyone, even those that you trust the most. This shall be our secret, under oath.
Yes, of course, under oath.
Very good. I wish for you to do whatever the Keepers of the Flame ask you to. But before you report any discoveries to them, report to me first. The Keepers of the Flame are those fools, those priests who work so hard to show me the dignity I deserve.
Just do what they say, but tell you first.
Yes, you understand. Do whatever the Keepers of the Flame ask. But do not allow me to go unenlightened. I must know what they are up to.
I will do this. I will be your Valorant knight.
Very well. Walk with me. And he waddles. So heavy set as he is.
Like a big penguin on four legs.
Yeah, that's it.
Do I have to like jog to keep up?
Heel. Yeah, probably. Vicious. And the Keepers of the Flame are astonished that you're still alive, as if they required some sort of supplication. And he declares, "This one is my pet. Ha ha! Look at him. Isn't he cute? He looks like a little dragon. Ha ha ha! Ha! Laugh!
I guess I'll attempt to look cute.
Ha! The Keepers of the Flame, they all laugh and they remark on how adorable you look, just like a little dragon.
Being a little dragon's basically a compliment to a kobold, so he'll take it.
Yeah, when it comes from a fucking dragon, it is. Hell yeah.
Just have to make sure.
Monkey dance.
I just have to make sure it doesn't read my book because I wrote some very nasty things about this particular dragon.
You're gonna like come out to us in like 5 days, super fat.
Oh, now, little pet.
Yes, of course, Master. We're
Vince,
most kind and
you're,
generous.
Very good. You know what to do.
Won't the guards arrest me again?
The Keepers of the Flame will escort you to the limits of the district. From there, you will be safe in the foreign quarter.
You are so smart and wise. Of course, that would be the course of action chosen.
Yeah. He thinks that you are just adorable. Just Then he waddles back to his lair.
Does Commandos rolls back to his bed?
He complains about his gout. Alright.
So I guess I'll sort of turn to the keepers and be like, seeing as I'm his champion, what's my quest? What do you want me to do?
Don't think too much about it. And they take you back to the Dark Light District and the Lake District and set you free.
Is it basically they want me gone because I'm like trouble?
Yeah, they're not even talking to you. They're just taking you straight back.
But you have to give me something to do.
They don't even have to talk to you, and they don't.
So my mission is to do what they say. They're not telling me to do anything.
Nice. Yeah, that's right. Did you just fail your mission? I'm not sure, but you try to get a quest from them, get anything. They even get a name, but they don't so much as give you a glance, let alone speak a word. They just drag you through the streets. You are a little bit of a spectacle, but most Duergar who see you just keep to themselves. It's really only the children whose attention you hold for a few moments.
I guess I'll theatrically, because I mean I'm basically his champion now, so I'll theatrically bow if I'm important now.
Brilliant. And so the party hasn't even. You've just basically settled in here for the next 6 days, ready to while away the hours. Maybe some of you have gone to bed early because you want your solitary, you want to be alone or not. But The kobold hasn't been gone very long, about 4 or 5 hours at most when he's back again.
Oh,
He'll destroy it as
made
if
it.
nothing happened.
How on earth did you get back on your own?
I'm a hero. I did heroic things.
And the gods let you go because of that?
Yes, I got to talk to people in red armor. I got to talk to a giant lizard. He was cool.
A giant lizard? You mean like a big, like a really big lizard?
Yes.
Like how big? Your size?
Like hold up my arms, like with my fingers outstretched, like yeah, this big.
And you notice that he's wearing a brand new, beautiful gold ring.
Where did you get that ring?
Oh, my lizard friend, he gave it to me.
Your lizard friend
He's-
gave it to you.
He said it would protect me.
Are you talking about a lizard person? Like one of those people? And he points to, presumably there's a lizard man in the bar, yeah?
Hey, pal, what are you pointing at me for? The lizard man stands up.
Sorry,
you're
we're
pretty cool.
just talking. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Please sit down.
Mind your own business. Don't tell me what to do. Sits.
Well, at least he did it.
Yeah, so. Yeah, no,
So
no,
was it a person like that?
No, the fat dragon we saw, it was him. Like we became
The
friends. He
fat
let me go.
dragon. The fat dragon became your friend and let you go.
I am friends with many dragons. Why is this a surprise?
Did you take the madness from that man when you healed him?
He thinks we're
Are you
good.
going to
think so.
have to sell many axes or die?
But he looks worried I don't have any axes.
Well, you better get some fucking axes then.
I heard there was axes outside, but they're gone now.
Look, I have a single axe, a battle axe. Here, you can take it. He gives you his battle axe because he doesn't know what else to do with it.
I guess I'll take his battle axe. It's like, now are you going to buy it?
No, I'm not going to buy the battle axe from you.
But I'm
Just
supposed-
Would
make
you
sure
care
you
if
don't
I
tell anybody who gave it to you, okay?
Okay.
care if I identified that ring?
I'm kind of curious as well. Would you care if he identified that ring? She identified that ring?
Can you do it while it's on my hand? I was told not to take it off.
I can. I'll just use a spell slot to do it, so I'm not touching his hand for 10 minutes.
That'd be a bit odd. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
It is a ring of mind shielding. I think that's the right word. The one that protects you from like people reading your minds.
Well,
That's
what
it,
is
right?
it?
Yeah, that's the right one.
Yeah.
Immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you're lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type.
What is he? I can't tell anymore.
Wait, it's not a cursed item? It's actually just a beneficial one?
Yeah,
Hell
there's no apparent curses. Curses sometimes can be subtle, but this one doesn't have any obvious curses. It's just it's a very powerful item.
Something like legend lore might identify that.
Yeah, certainly could.
What is it, Lisrana? Tell us.
It's just a ring of mind shielding.
Just a ring of mind shielding. I don't think it's just a ring of mind shielding. He got a fucking ring of mind shielding from the goddamn dragon. What the fuck is happening here?
See, I'm charming. He likes me.
Charming. That is not the word I would use.
What would you use?
Let's not say those words around here. There are children. So why did he give you the ring?
I don't. He said I was cool. No, he said I
He
was cute.
He
That's the
said
one.
you were cute.
Yes.
This dragon must be under the effects of that madness as well.
No, he didn't try to sell me an axe.
Oh, he did not?
No.
He just told you were cute and gave you a ring. Are you married now to that dragon? Did you agree to a wedding? Is that what happened? It's a very lavish ring.
He'll
I
just
must
sort of
say.
shrug. It's like, not the worst, is it?
I guess not. Well, congratulations on not being dead.
Yeah, in my story, I said you're smart. Why you being why would you say those mean things about me?
I have said nothing mean
I
about you.
pointed your part in the story, and it clearly calls you a wizard.
I'm not a wizard, by the way.
You can change.
I can change. Yes, I can change. So, but that is not because I am a wizard, because I am not a wizard. She is a wizard, and she is a wizard, but I am not a wizard.
He'll take a note. He'll write a note. So what's everyone doing? Are we going on an adventure?
In 6 days, yes.
So in theory, if someone said for you to do something, what's to do what someone else said, and the other person said to do nothing, what to do?
What sort of mental gymnastics is this? What? You are making no sense since you have come back.
Just fun question.
Just fun question.
Well, then do nothing.
I guess you don't have to do anything if...
You haven't been told to do anything, so do nothing.
Yes, I concur.
He'll start moving.
You take everything very literally, don't you?
He's like, no, it's just a joke. But
All right, well, I think it is getting late. I can't quite tell, but I'm going to go to bed tonight. Or to darkness. I don't know
Darkness.
how to call it down here. There is no sun.
the sun isn't real.
Does
The sun
grapple
is real.
still
I've
go-
seen it with my own eyes. Well, I didn't see it with my own eyes. It burned when I tried to look at it.
And you say you think there's a giant fireball out there.
Huge, giant, bigger than any fireball I can create.
Arctic, out of curiosity, does Gracklestalk have the same system that Menzo Baranzan has with their time?
Does
What is
not,
it? Narbondel or whatever it is?
No, that thing's
No.
unique. Yeah, no one else has got one of those. Only Menzo Baranzan.
That's gotta be powered by the top wizard, bruh.
Yeah, Grumpf, isn't it? Grumpf Bayenre?
Grumpf.
Yeah, that's right. The leader of Sorcerer comes down every day and sets it afire or whatever.
Fucking absolute cool kid.
Basically heats it up and it takes the 12 hours or
For the
24
heat to
hours,
go to the
whatever.
top.
Right.
Yeah.
And
That's
that,
how it works.
yeah,
right, that makes sense.
that worked in like the whole thing with like how dark vision used to be infravision.
Yeah.
And
It
so
was
that the time of day by like how high it was or whatever.
Infravision was really cool, like because all elves were always looking in thermographic. It was awesome.
I guess we can go to bed and wake up later.
Sure. Yeah, sure. And so you do. You get in a long rest. You spend a day here. I might myself take a 2 or 3 minute break, and but like I don't know what you guys are doing. I guess you're just sitting around for another 6 days, right? What a fucking I love this campaign. I genuinely do. All you do is go to an inn and fucking self isolate and
I
wait
did
to get the
something.
hell
I
out
got
of here.
arrested. I got to speak to a dragon. But I think I'm doing too much without everyone else. But of course, but with the ration thing, how are we going to carry like 60 pounds of rations per character?
Why do you
Plug
need
off.
that? Why do you need that many rations?
Well, because it's one
That's
ration is
30
2
days.
Yeah, that's 30 days of rations.
I thought they were feeding us, and you're like, if you wanted more, you had to bring your own.
They're gonna
Yeah,
feed
that's
us
what they
the
said.
bare minimum sort of thing.
You can't quite afford 30 days of rations.
How many rations of fish do we have left over?
1 sec. I've closed my character sheet.
'Cause I remember I got a lot of fish last session. I did well.
Oh no, I didn't. Dark mode gypped me, so I couldn't see it. 12. and I also have 10 of my own.
Because and we got how many adventures packs did we get?
I got the
Oh,
10
we-
from the Explorers pack. I
We
can.
didn't get adventurers packs.
Oh, what
we
did we
all
get?
got
Explorers.
given no Dungeoneers packs.
I thought you bought one Dungeoneers and the rest were Explorers.
Yeah.
Did we
Yeah.
get? I didn't add explorers to my own inventory then. Silly me.
You got the
I thought, yeah,
Dungeoneers.
you bought a Dungeoneers because you wanted the stuff from it.
Yeah. Okay. And everyone else got explorers.
Oh, so
Yeah.
we all got like explorers packs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got 10 days of food.
I thought I also bought myself explorers as well. I thought we just got 7 all up
You might have bought an extra Explorers.
for me, because I want
Yeah.
both. Because I want a bedroll. Oh yeah, because I don't have a. Well, no, we have bedrolls from the others. Fuck, I don't know. I think I'm carrying enough. I don't want to lose everything again. And I still have 34 gold to spare after I paid 3 gold for 3 weapons.
Does anyone know how much all the stuff in the like explorers pack weighs?
I think it's like okay. Actually, I don't know. Google's pretty good for that.
Okay.
Or I'm pretty sure it says the weight in the. It says the weight, but not the cost in the compendium.
Because I dragged it from the compendium and it says the weight is 0.
Yeah. The weight is not in the compendium either. Wow, that's shit. No wonder.
Is it time to go to dndwiki.com?
D&D
D&D
Beyond.
5e wiki.
You're right. D&D Beyond is the place to go.
I don't get why rations are so heavy.
What are you thinking about how much food you eat in a
Explorers
day?
pack.
It's 59
£59.
pounds. Yeah, no, I'm not carrying that, buddy. I've already got my own packs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you-
need to, we
you
need
think
to
about
buy
how much-
something to carry shit with.
We're
how
traveling with
much-
a caravan.
And
Yeah,
how much?
I'm over carrying capacity.
Yeah, me
Uh,
too now.
Can we buy a? I'm not. Can we buy a cart?
Imagine
Wagon.
having money to carry
Arctic's
things.
AFK.
Yeah, you can. I've
Oh.
just got back. And yeah, you can. It'll cost 10 times its value if it's made of wood.
Oh shit! What can it be made of? Sheet
Mushroom?
metal.
Oh yeah, sheet metal. Yeah, it'll be extremely heavy areas. So
That's
like,
alright. We'll get a Wraith to pull it.
Yeah.
How much is a Wraith?
Yeah, good question. Probably 10 times the value of an ox.
So an ox costs. It's not a list. I'll go to bull. And if bull's not there, I'll go yak. And if
So
yak
you-
is
Why,
not
yak,
there,
mate?
I'll type in
Let's go to-
animal.
Go to mule. Yeah, try mule.
Mules at 8.
So 80 gold.
80 gold.
I like how it's classed as a mount.
I ride my mule into battle.
It's size mules are size medium, so you have to be a size small character to ride a
Yeah.
mule.
You have to be real committed.
I thought there's a cow. Let's go cow.
No, it's not. It's not really. It's more like a mule than a cow. Because they're pack animals. Cows, all they do is eat. They're not.
I
that useful
swear
for
there
anything.
was like
I was looking through the mouse. Have you guys seen a moorbounder? They look really cool.
yeah,
What?
from they're from Wildmount.
Chuck it in the general. I want to see.
They're like giant panthers with 6 legs or something. I don't know.
Oh, that sounds sick as hell.
There you go. No, they don't have 6 legs. I thought they did.
Those fucking eyes got me.
They're
hell's
they're
going on?
they're
Yeah, why
really
does it have
big
the eyes of a frog?
because they're cool as shit. I love the horns. That would make it really hard to eat. Or
I mean,
not
I
horns,
wouldn't
but
want to eat
tusks,
it.
rather. Yeah. That's all I can say to that, really.
Yeah. So do we end up buying the Roth and a cart?
Do you have 80 gold and however much it costs for a cart?
I have 63 gold.
How much are you guys like overweight by?
I'm not
Oh,
overweight at all. Those guys are.
You can buy slaves.
How much is a cart?
I mean, I'm a pretty good slave. I can carry some stuff.
15 gold for a cart. How much would it be down here? Made of sheet
It's made
metal.
of wood. Yeah, if it's made of wood, 150. If it's made of sheet metal, 65. But,
So-
but it'll last.
What
like,
if
you
it's
can use
made of mushroom?
If it's made of mushroom, then it's the same price as the player's handbook one.
So
but
it's
a piece of shit.
145
But
for a
you can
decent
eat it.
for a Roth plus a cart.
Sounds about right.
I mean, this sounds like a good investment, to be honest.
I mean, I have 38.
But should we really get it made out of sheet metal? Surely that will fucking sink in the water immediately.
But if we
Wait,
make
We're
it,
not
come
taking
on,
it through the water.
if we
But
weld
what
it
if we
properly,
ever
it can be a
have to?
boat. If they weld it properly, it can be a boat.
They can weld it properly.
All right, I'm more willing now, as long as it just
Yeah.
doesn't sink immediately.
All right, so that's what we're basically, right? More or less, a wheelbarrow that floats.
Hell yeah.
Dinghy is what they're
It won't
called.
float with cargo though. It'll just float. Float. It's not.
We're getting a dinghy that has wheels.
Oh, yes, they can make it a dinghy. Yeah. All right, a dinghy with wheels. That's fine. In that case, look for the price of a boat.
Okay, they're not that
and-
expensive. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. How much is a boat? Multiply it by 5 because we're not using.
Rowboat is 50.
That's 250. But that's pretty good. I'll put wheels on it for free, and you'll have like a. It works as a boat on the land, as a cart on the land,
Land
and a boat. Yeah. Like an army duck.
What if we get them to put little grooves in the wheels? Would it then be a paddle steamer, sort of, without the steam?
Not quite. I mean,
Damn.
if we increase the value by further. So for 2,500 gold pieces, I'll have a steamboat.
Man, now I
I think
got
it's worth it,
great
guys. I think we
ideas.
should buy a full steamboat.
Sailing gnome.
I've been making an executive decision. I don't. It's done.
All right, everybody, give me your gold.
Not even 5% of the way there with everyone's gone.
How much is it?
So it's 250 for your boat.
We
your
do
land
have
boat.
400 gold's worth in silver.
Oh yeah, well we got so much silver, then yeah, let's do that.
How are we going for that, guys?
We still don't. We won't have bought a mount though. We won't have bought the ox as well.
We have a Carnelian worth 250 gold pieces.
A what?
A Carnelian?
Who's that?
A yellow jewel.
A Carnelian?
Adam Carnelian.
I mean, I think we should buy the boat with wheels and the row to pull it.
So that's a total of what? Is it 330 gold for that?
Yes,
So how much is it total?
330.
330. Yeah, for your land boat and your Roth. And the Roth is fully trained. Doesn't like its job, but it accepts it, and it'd rather you feed it and give it water than it has to survive in the Underdark alone. It's a domesticated animal. It's just a really smart domesticated animal. They're smarter than dogs, and so they're real bastards because if they think that if they thought it was worth getting away, they would get away.
700?
But the Underdark, right? Fuck, it's a dangerous place for a lone Roth.
For our inventory, I will add boat cart
Brilliant,
Boat cart.
brilliant.
and Roth.
All right, that's one hell of a. It's you can only get steel dinghies in Gracklestug. There's nowhere else in Faerun that they sell them.
I don't have any other shit down here.
Does the Roth have a name?
You name it yourself, lad.
Oh, why don't I ask him?
Oh, why don't you ask the animal? Yes.
I'll cast Speak with Animal and ask the Roth its name.
It tells you that it is actually a ghost Roth, a specific type of Roth, and its name is Prancer.
Is it jumping Roth?
It's a jumping Roth that can create illusions of light. It can do dancing lights
Amazing.
and cast the jump spell.
I'll tell him he is a powerful wizard.
It's
But
also a good dancer.
I'll also,
Zabros is a powerful wizard.
I'll ask how it died because it said it was a ghost.
I bet it's more powerful than you do.
It said it died because when it broke its achy breaky heart.
Garn cries. It is a sad story.
Prancer was a good line dancer.
If this is a wizard that can cast spells, maybe we should sell it as that and make more money.
Oh, no, Prancer's my friend now. We can't sell him.
You have known him
Brad-
for all of 2 minutes. How the
Brad-
fuck is he your friend already?
Prancer considers whether or not this would make a good investment.
He told me his name and his life story.
And that automatically makes him your friend.
He trusts me. Does he speak to you?
Remind me to never tell you my life story.
It's too late. You're a wizard.
Nope, I am not a wizard. That is
wait.
that is very wrong.
You said you was a dwarf guy who's good at smithing. That's your story.
Sure, that is my story.
It's a very boring story.
Yeah, Prance has a better one.
I would have retorted if I had not have been taking a Panadol at the time you insulted me.
It's fair.
I'll put my explorer's pack on the cart.
Nobody touch these rations. My rations, okay? I bought these with my gold. I'm looking at you, Zolk, you little shit. And I put my rations
Is
on
there
the
like
cart.
a cart keeper, like who's like writing all the stuff on the cart? Or is it just sort of like free fall?
I think just keep it in your inventory and mark it so that it doesn't have weight.
Okay. Because I've got 10 rations so far.
Or mark it with like a little C so you know it's in the cart.
Yeah, and I'll buy 10 more rations.
No problems at all. So you go outside, and there's no patrols that are out there to arrest you immediately. Cross over and get some rations. Some Dwerga riding giant scorpions by.
I'll try to avoid the giant scorpions.
No worries. They look like elite soldiers. They're not boy Dwerga or anything. They're like cap. Yeah. You get food, no problem at all. And we hurry up and wait, I suppose.
I guess so.
Yeah. So, all right. A day later. It starts out with it doesn't start in your anyway. It starts over in within the city, but it spreads to our district. And there's not many. There isn't many Deros in our district. Those are crazy, almost insane dwarves that form a distinct underclass in the city. But there's enough of them that when they all get together and riot all at the same time, then it can be quite a spectacle. So there's not a lot of windows in the inn. The only place that you'd be able to see out would be if you're eating your breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Who knows what time of day it is, right? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Outside in the street, there's a mob of Dero. It must be 20 or 30 of them, and they're just fucking smashing up everything they can find, turning up wagons and carts and oh shit, they've got the boat. They've got the boat. They're riding in the boat, guys.
Our boat?
Your boat. Like you can't bring it inside the inn, so you must park it out there out front somewhere.
Hey,
They
the
jump in it,
bastards.
and they're rowing through the street in your boat. 5 Dero.
I'm gonna run after them.
Oh
Is it
my god,
making a
they've got the
horrible
boat.
scratching sound.
Yes. Your boat is bottoming out. They're damaging it before it's ever.
I'm gonna cast levitate on the boat and bring it towards us.
All right, let's roll for initiative.
Oh fuck.
We got
Just let them
five.
tire themselves out in the
Yeah,
like Middle Earth?
so, yeah. Where?
Sure.
Ah, there. Okay, that makes sense.
Get his ass.
Are we fighting these dudes?
I mean, I think we've got to. They've got our land boat.
That's like
Remind me to
quarters of our
change this
fucking
one.
investment.
But there's
Stop
five
them!
of them.
They've got our land boat.
Five of them. Our levitating boat.
Well, they
Alright.
can't move anywhere if it's levitating. I need a play character that just uses boomerangs.
Should we
yeah.
not just call for the guards? Won't we just be put in jail again?
Oh my god, I've never seen them before. They're so ugly.
You didn't witness the one that tried to stab us behind our back.
Oh, was that? I remember him. Poor Clonk. Rip.
Poor guy who tried to kill you?
No, Clonk was my goblin character that is now dead.
Oh,
He,
okay, never mind.
he was stabbed by the guy that tried to kill him.
Sounds like he didn't try. Sounds like he succeeds.
No, Clunk.
No,
Lived
he lived on to get eaten by slimes, unfortunately, and give his life in to fuck, what was it called?
Ublex. Or Jublex.
Ublex.
Jublex.
Jublex. Yeah, he gave his soul to
Sorry.
Jublex and then immediately died and was contracted in the Blood Wars fraternity.
He's a good lad.
Worst deal ever.
Where's
Clonk's just making the
trade
best
deal
of
in the
his
history of
life.
trade deals?
He was one-handed because he shoved his hand into a giant gelatinous cube. And we had no healer.
What a fucking campaign. Where you actually lose your hand at level 2.
God, I wish I kept Clonk. I wish he lived with no hand. That would have been so good.
It would have been. It's a real shame.
Made it to this city and then buy a prosthetic hook or something.
Hook, that's it. Alright, so Zolk, it looks like these things are going to get away. They're dragging the boat straight through the streets and they're riding it. They're going for broke and using it as a battering ram to run over people with.
Looking around, do any of the Dwerger in the streets seem to react at all, or not?
Oh man, it's chaos right now. There's about 30 of these Darrow. This is just a breakaway group. There's this massive mob of about 25 or 30 Darrow, and the Dwerger are beating the fuck out of them. They're, not just the guards, but the citizens too. They're just absolutely lynching these feral Darrows. But those five, they've got your boat, and you're inside the inn at the moment.
All right. Well, the best kind of murder is the one that you can get away with. So I'm going to draw my short bow and let loose a arrow at the head Darrow.
All right.
And I'll have advantage because of my assassin feature.
You can tell
And I
he's the head
will-
Darrow because he's got like 8 arms or 6 arms and 2 legs. But the 4 of those arms aren't real. They just hang from his other arms by fishnet or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to use sharpshooter with this one.
they bleed a lot around about the arm socket part.
No. What a terrible shot.
It was a terrible shot. You strike your own boat and it lets out a pang sound.
That's my turn.
All right. The Darrows see you and they return fire, shooting with their repeating crossbows.
Repeating crossbows.
Yeah,
I didn't
they
sign
just
up for
lean
this.
over. Holy shit, this is gang warfare. These guys are in there. Going
Drive
through.
by.
That's a drive-by.
Do they hip fire like gangsters?
They turn the
Sideways.
crossbows sideways. Yeah.
All of these are at Zolk.
21 and 16 will definitely hit.
Are they just attacking him?
They're just attacking him, but they don't have to reload. Firing automatically. Bolts are going all over the place. It takes them 5 shots to get one hit in. Spray and pray. Alright, Dalgo, but they're getting away with
How far away are they?
probably 40 feet, yeah. You're
Hey.
inside the inn and they're going past. You're like, what the fuck? Isn't that our boat? And we pay no attention.
I'll start sprinting out. That's our hard work going away on a couple of wheels right there. I'll take the dash action, which should get me well within the boat.
Do you get to the side, to the rear, or to the front?
Can I get in the middle?
Do you try to jump into the boat itself?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
alright,
thank-
make an acrobatics check to leap in there.
Alright, acrobatics, and I'll rage as well as I'm running. Uh-oh. Oh, use inspiration. 11.
11 is competent enough, but not to get in, but just to like land prone. You belly flop in there, and you're lying prone in the boat with them all surrounding you. As they just spray and pray.
And I
What's that
rage
rage?
laying on the ground, like stare up at them very angrily, like, "Urgh."
All these bullets bouncing off you.
That's my turn.
All right. Ah, what have we here? Let's see. I don't know what to do. He's gonna wait for somebody to come out of the inn, and he's gonna wait till the first person comes out of the inn.
I'll move myself onto the boat.
Gone.
I will start my turn by casting Shield of Faith.
All right.
Put that in there. And it's like down the street, isn't it? Could I like?
Yeah, so
Climbs.
we're inside, and it's like they're going past the front door as we speak. And fucking the dwarf runs straight out there and jumps onto the boat. The gnome just fires as they're going past the doorway. He's that quick at reaction. Yeah.
Like, could I like parkour like along the wall and jump into the boat?
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, there's like there are maybe lamps or garbage cans that you could jump on. It's an acrobatics check.
I have a climb speed. Does that help?
It does, yeah. Yeah, that'll give you advantage on the roll. It's not a particularly difficult roll, and so you flip
22.
right in there. And unlike the dwarf, you don't land prone. In fact, you're probably standing on him.
I suppose I'll land like roll and just be like, here to save the day, a hero.
Whatever. Get off me.
The boat picks up speed due to the extra momentum, the extra weight.
Do I get an action to attack, or is that it?
That would be a dash to get that far. So,
Okay.
yeah. Apollo. There is a boat going past, and it looks like everyone's jumping onto it.
If I could see it, I would cast Sacred Flame at one of the people on it.
Perfect, absolutely. One of the guys with the automatic weapons, or
Yeah.
so you would come to the you come to the front door, and that's when the spell is unleashed. But that's when the spell is unleashed. He sees someone stand in the door. You go to cast your spell, and he lets go of his spell first. I'll make sure that it's
Fireball.
not GM layer.
I like their images.
And this gets cast straight into the front of the inn. So tables start exploding, and the serving girls start screaming, and small fires are started. as lightning bolt is unleashed
Oh shit!
directly into the front fucking door of this establishment. And the Darrow think that this is awesome. They love it. They love every moment.
This is the shit.
This is what they've been waiting for.
You know what they remind me of? The podlings from Dark Crystal.
Nice. So that's against Apollo. Brilliant. How's 31 points of electrical damage do for you?
A lot of damage.
Brilliant. You can get your spell off now.
I cast it above. Just
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, cool. Are you doing it on one of the guys' firearms or on the spell card?
on the spellcaster.
Excellent. He avoids the worst of it, and your sacred flame falls harmlessly aside. There you are inside Sane when that boat that you convinced the party to buy just rolls on by, being commanded by dwarven pirates.
This is the most insane thing that I think has ever happened since I've joined this party. And I'm going to step into the doorway as well and cast. If I cast Frostbite on the joints of the wheels, would it stop it?
Probably. They would have to make a land vehicle check.
Don't break
I'm not
the
sure
car.
who's in charge.
I don't think it would break it.
It's made of metal,
Uh,
I guess.
I'm
Ice
gonna
metal
yeah.
and then it force it onto the ground and it'd probably shatter maybe.
I'll shatter you. I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast, and I'm gonna twin spell it. So would that make it 4 instead of 2? Since it's
You can't
automatically
twin
cast it?
something.
Oh,
you
that's
can't-
right. Yep. I remember that now. Well, I'm not gonna twin spell it then. I'm just gonna use it on the spellcaster.
Alright.
25,
That'll do.
6 points of force damage.
He swears at you and Drumpkin!
What does that mean? I know Dwarven.
It means your father had sexual relations with a pumpkin, and that was how you were born.
I did not have sexual relations with that tractor.
That pumpkin.
Alright. Lithra.
Alright, since the boat doesn't need to make a con check, I'm gonna levitate the boat and start raising it higher and higher.
Oh, here we go. The boat is flying. They fucking love it. Yes!
God will cheer with them.
That perfect. Yeah, the Darrow think that this is the most awesome thing that they've ever witnessed, and they praise Demogorgon for giving them flight.
Oh, actually, how much would that weigh? Actually, looking at that.
Enough. Let's say it's enough. I'm just
Alright.
not even going to look at the numbers.
It'd be less than
Yeah.
500 pounds.
Probably.
But with everyone on it. But yeah,
it's a lot
anyway.
of people.
Talgrim's
All right.
probably half of that.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm probably yeah. I'm probably
Yeah, let's face it. But yeah, Zolk, ET's going home.
What are you doing? I can't hit them like this. And I will try and run to get myself a bit of a higher vantage point so I can continue my onslaught.
All right.
And I think I'll go for this one because Dalgrim's next to them, right? So it's a short bow shot.
Yeah.
Pew.
Oh,
Fucking bad at this game, Sash.
Dalgrim, you have been struck with a short bow.
Tink.
There we go. Just the 8
4,
damage.
4, just the 8. So just 4.
Just, yeah. There we go. Bam. You have collection.
Hey, you bastard. That was me thigh.
The
you
Darrow
can get
can,
another one.
Landeros try to push you off the edge of the boat with their hook spears.
So that's 3 hits.
But they're
Oh,
quite weak.
I was gonna say, which one are they attacking? Oh, they all going for the dwarf.
Yeah, they're all pushing the dwarf up.
So 2, 2, and none.
Hey,
DC 9
Why are you
strength.
why are you smacking me?
I'm already prone.
They're trying to push you off, so like they're trying to hook you up and throw you out of the boat. But you hang on. Ah, he's too fat.
I'm just like
Ah!
slapping them away. Like, stop it.
I guess he's one of us now, says the savant.
He's just here with us.
You'll stay forever.
Alright, it's your go.
I stand up
My turn.
and I take my first action to shove this one off the boat.
Alright. Ah! Weakness! My weakness!
22.
He did his best. He got a 17.
I kick him off.
Ah, he
And-
falls.
With my second attack, I'll push off the other one.
Alright.
21.
Oh, he wrestled down into a
I just
crowd.
kick him
where
off.
Who's
the
next?
worker starts beating him senseless.
It's a nat 20, isn't it?
Yeah, that was his nat 20. Yeah.
Too bad I'm just pure stronger than him.
Yeah. Tries his best. Alright, so he's going to unleash a lightning bolt into both the kobold and the dwarf. But the pair of you managed to duck under the worst of it, taking over 15 points of damage, and you're ready to retaliate. Go on.
Con check first. Yep. It's not a con. I mean, it's not advantage, but I succeed. Yes, I will attack the wizard. And since I'm within 5 feet of an ally, do I get my pack tactics?
Sure do.
And I would use bardic I'll use the blade flourish.
Uh-huh.
And at first I'll see if I hit. 18.
Easily.
And I'll put a divine smite on that. Level 2.
Okay. A devastating
And that was
blow.
for the up. Oh, the upcast was 1 more damage.
Brilliant. And the savant continues to try to summon whatever magic he can still muster.
I was gonna ask, what armor are these guys wearing?
Virtually none. Basically, they're wearing rags.
So it's not
It
metal.
just looks like they've crawled out of the gutter. No, crawled out of the gutter. Apollo.
Will cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Excellent choice. Same.
Is going to cast another Eldritch Blast at the same one, the spellcaster.
Excellent.
20 and
Smash
17?
and smash. Both hit.
Yes. 20 damage.
Okay. Which knocks him out of the boat. There is now no one controlling the boat. The boat would be completely out of control and would automatically crash. But Lithrana, you effectively have complete control over its direction, its velocity, its height. It's yours.
I'm gonna bring it back to its parking spot that we paid for.
Brilliant. And the worker there are ready to arrest these guys and drag them off and throw them into some hovel. They don't so much as thank you for your assistance, but the fact that they don't threaten you with arrest, I guess, means that you did the right thing. The bar is still burning. There's fucking broken glass everywhere. Dead barmaids. It's pretty severe. The riot continues, but the Duergar are getting a grip on it now.
Yes, so back to
I had
carrying
like
in the bar.
I had like 24 AC and I still took a lot of damage. That goes to show there's more useful things.
What were you saying, so Jake?
I just said back to carrying in the bar.
Perfect.
I was not finished my breakfast yet, and this happens? Unbelievable.
It's great fun, wasn't it?
All right.
That is not what I would call it.
Suppose-
I'm going back to eat my breakfast.
Can I use
I'm
my
gonna
pot?
ch-
Oh, sorry, you go ahead.
I'm gonna chain up the boat with the chains we got the other day.
No worries.
Can I cast pot convenience to put out the some of the fires?
Yeah, it's a bit of work because there's actually a cantrip that extinguishes fires. So
Okay.
your own one is it only puts out like insignificant fires, not ones like this that actually that are actually quite dangerous.
But
Should have had control flames.
Yeah, control flames. That's what you need. Yeah.
I
That's
have the
the good one.
appearance of helping.
Correct.
That's good enough for a hero.
A true hero just looks like they're helping.
Does
Yeah,
anybody?
why else would they do it?
Say again, Jake.
I was just say, is anyone like badly injured in the tavern?
Yeah, a couple of people have been killed outright.
But if there's any like badly injured, barely alive, I'll go around and just cast some healing spells on them.
The ogre bartender is pretty severely wounded.
Oh, you're a magic. You can heal that.
Part of the training of my religion.
This guy's mighty useful.
Yeah, I just suppose I'll just cast on the barkeep guy.
Brilliant. And thank you, friend. Thank you. No. Oh, he starts wailing over the death of his bartenders. And Dwerga rushes in through the front door. You. He points at
Me?
Apollo. You. And he draws a sword, a long sword, a beautifully crafted long sword with a fine diamond-tipped edge. You, he says, I've been looking for you.
Why?
But don't you recognize me? It's your brother. It's your brother Hrothgar. And this Duergar comes rushing towards you with one sword in his hand and an open hand. Brother, don't you recognize me?
I mean, we are very different races. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, we've all run a race in our lives, haven't we? We've all run a different race. But now, at last, our roads converge. Here, I have your heirloom, brother. Father wanted you to take this, and he offered you up this glimmering longsword.
So I'll take it and say thanks, brother. What do you am I meant to trade anything for this with you? Farm
Brother,
hasn't
just
cooked
tell
me in a
me.
while.
We just want to know that you're safe. Tell me, what have you been doing the past 10 years?
Ah, yes, you know, traveling here, there. Definitely not cult things. Just traveling.
No, I didn't think they were cult things. Please, let's have a drink. And so this Duergar sits down and talks about how mother and father are doing, and he's interested in all of your lies. And kind of confused about why there's dead bodies in the inn. But we're friends. You know, I found you at last.
I think there's a
great day.
bout of madness going around the town.
What
agree.
in the fuck is happening in this town? And when can we leave, please?
I like it here. It's fun.
I love this town.
Also, Zolk, I think you should take one of those crossbows that I had. That'd be very useful, yes?
Yes.
That shit was automatic. Blap blap.
Can I like look at him? Is this? How do you say it? Drow or something like
Dwerga.
Dwerga. Is he like charmed in any way?
He appears to be out of his fucking mind, but not visibly charmed. Like his eyes aren't crossed, and he's not
I don't-
blabbering.
Like
Yeah,
magically? With
Yeah.
the Beewee?
I'm not sure if you're asking me. I
Oh
just
yeah,
checked
like how would I be able to
website.
find out if he's like magically charmed or
Ah,
just
yeah, make it. Probably an Arcana check.
not roll very high?
You've heard that vampires can control people's minds.
Yeah, why not?
So, can I pick up one of those crossbows outside?
Absolutely. It carries 30 very small charges, and every time you pull the trigger, 5 come out. But but most of them just go in fucking completely random directions. The first one actually sails in the intended target.
Okay.
Yeah. They're just complete waste of ammunition.
It's a dummy gun.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
That was so fucking good. That caught me by surprise. I'm crying.
What the fuck? Really got you.
It really did. Oh shit. I like that one, I gotta say.
So it just doesn't have the loading property? Is that how it works?
Yeah, you only have to load it after 4 shots.
Cool.
Which means nothing for you since you only have one attack action.
For now.
Alright.
Well, we shall leave it there, having fetched our boat, and
We need to
But
fucking
yeah,
get out of this place.
you were saying?
We gotta fucking leave.
Yes, but I suppose you'll still be waiting for your caravan out of here, right?
We need to get a head start with the extra Vanguard.
We're just gonna be like 3 days ahead of the party, if that's okay with you.
We're clearing the way.
We're just gonna leave now.
Really far ahead.
Look, I'm sorry about this, but shit's gotten too weird lately. We're fucking out of here.
Fuck. I like that guy that kept going invisible and lodging himself.
Yeah, I'm glad it was worth doing the purchasing.
Yeah, definitely was.
Oh fuck. That was such a good session. Such
A
good
dummy
session.
gun.
Oh, that fucking killed me, dude.
3 gold! 3 gold! 1 gold!
Guess,
Greatest
I
con.
guess we can say goodbye to the internet.
It wasn't a con.
Goodbye to the
Goodbye,
internet.
And
Goodbye,
Sam, fuck
internet.
you.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
Bye bye.